Why does he keep getting involved with PLM? Why? Ask yourself why. And then you've got a certain individual, not saying names, said that she dogs children. And what did Alex do? Any normal person would say, I'm out. But I mean, he knew. But did he leave? No. He stayed in there for about an hour. And he's sitting there saying, I'll do anything to protect children. Really? Would you, Alex? But yet you got people in Clapper saying they've doxed children, and you sat there for a whole goddamn hour. You know, make it make sense. You have a mod, yeah? Now, I've heard a lot about Kat as his mod. I don't really want to talk about Kat, to be honest, but I'm just going by what they were saying. That Alex has been sent evidence about Kat. And I heard a lot of people say about Kat that she has doxed children. He's seen the evidence, and he's still got her as a mod. Why is that? And you're sitting there, Alex, saying you want to do anything to protect children. Really, Alex? You know, think about it, guys. He's not protecting nothing. He's not protecting no one. He's sitting with people that have doxed children. And that's anyway basically how it all started. And then he tried to point the finger at me and hoped the whole platform would think I was PLM, even though he was the one sitting with them, by saying I'm in PLM and I was the worst of them. I was the worst in there. That's what he started to say, right? And that I've doxed children. I got Scottish Johnny to troll him and stuff like that. No, I didn't. Right? No, I didn't. I got people to create fake accounts to report him when I was in a very dark place, when he was bullying me, yes, but not to troll him. And he's twisted everything around, and misread. You support that. You support that, yeah? Shame on you. Shame on you, Miss Red, for supporting that. You allowed this man to use your platform to bully me. You had 8 people against 1 woman attack me. And you're sitting there wondering why I've got your name in my mouth, which, let's not forget, I've mentioned your name yesterday twice. Because I'm sick of your little group. Pearl, Alex, who else is there? Cockapoo, all of them. You're just as bad as goddamn each other. And I'll tell you what I will do, expose every one of you for being a wrong'un, okay, because you support one, okay? I've gone on and on every day, Miss Red, to tell you what Alex is like. You've seen what he's like and you still support him. He's come for all of my supporters. He even said people should have their children taken away from them if they come into my live, onto my platform. And you're sitting there saying you don't want you to take sides. Are you kidding? And let's go into the next video. I'm not having this, no.
Or a fucking...
Right, let's have a look.
Members and stuff like this. Yeah, I don't stand for it. I will never do anything like that. If I do trolling counts, I might make one like Angie's cigarette butt or Angie's... I just one like that. It would never be anything to do with family members or nothing to do. And I won't say anything sick either.
Yeah, no.
Like I might say, Angie, you got a big forehead, or you look like Beetlejuice. That's where it stops. That's where it stops.
It's true, though. It's true. Yeah, it's true.
Hey, Shona. He's playing victim. He got caught.
Kay just said there. I am sensing what's going to happen. Is it going to be major meltdown today, where you're going to shave your hair off and paint your nose or something? Because you are a clown.
We already said it, Alex. We already said it. She's going to go.
You are a clown, Ange. You paint your nose red because you are a clown. But it is all... Do you know what it is now? I actually finally see. I've always said, you know what? This woman will never, ever be cancelled. But unfortunately... Today I see it. I see it today.
How dare you, Alex?
I see it as well, and it's about time.
Oh, and by the way, Kelly, you can shut up. You sat with Leona, who said the most awful thing about children, about raping a children. I'd come onto your live and why you're sitting with this creature, and you blocked me. Yeah, she said about raping a child. And this Irish Kelly that keeps going on about PLM and protecting children sat with the worst of the worst. Said about wanting it to rape a child, and she sat there. Alex knew that. So make it make sense, guys. You're all fucking wrong-uns, a lot of you. The only person that's not is myself. Okay, and now you're pointing the finger at me because I've outed you. I screen recorded you and Clapper with PLM, Alex, and anyone normal person that about doxing children would have left, and you stayed in there an hour, and you got upset because you got caught. But guess what, Alex? It was your Tony Jade, your girlfriend, that was live streaming you first, and that's how I found out about it, and you got scared. But don't worry, Alex, I will download that video, and I will show it, right, to people as to what you're all about. Because you're not fucking protecting children. You're sitting with people that dox children.
Hello, pal. One by one, your network your support group is going to crumble.
Really?
Because I'm going to out everyone that sits in your live and supports you after this.
There you go, Miss Red. So I thought that Alex doesn't mind you being neutral, but there you see it. He said he's going to out everyone that comes into my live and supports me. So best not come into my live, Jay or Miss Red, because you got, look at Alex. And this is what you support. You're an enabler, Miss Red. You keep going on about enablers. That's what Alex keeps calling Lynn's and all my supporters. So what are you, Miss Red? You are an enabler. You support a bully. This is what you support, Miss Red. And I will talk about it as much as I fucking want to talk about, Miss Red. Just like you talk about Alpha Bar and Ems and everyone else that you talk about constantly, apart from your friends. And I'm sick and tired of your little group, Cockapoo, Pearl, Alex, and all your little group. I am tired of it, okay? If anyone's going to expose anyone, it's going to be me of you, okay? To expose you, Miss Red. Because Miss Red, you shouldn't have your platform because you use it in the wrong way. In the wrong way. What you use your platform for is to bully people. See, if you look at EQ, she does her FYP, you know, a couple of minutes of video, and that's it. But what you do, Miss Red, is you go in on one person for 3 hours. And it's a bully platform. So don't dare sit there saying my platform is toxic. You know, look at your own. Then you've got Evil Queen. Now, I don't hate Evil Queen, but she said a lot of shit about children. And Miss Red and Cockapoo and Alex, you're all sitting next to Evil Queen. Let's not forget what she said about SIDS. You know, let's not forget what she said about your grandchildren, Miss Red. Let's not forget what she said about children. She's probably said the same things as what PLM has done. She said the same. So don't fucking sit on your high horse, Miss Red. Yeah, sitting next to fucking the worst of the worst, EQ, that said the worst about children, yeah, and talk about me. Yeah, you have no right talking about me, Miss Red, okay? Because you're sitting with someone that could possibly be PLM in my eyes, because she said the most about children.
You know that. Yeah,
I've got all the screenshots from everything as well, so if anyone wants to see
So all I'm going to say, Angie, is phone your Uber, get your whining, because it's going to be a messy night.
It's going to be a messy one, Angie. It's going to be a very, very
all the
explosive
hypocrites are
night,
wrong.
darling, so get ready.
Oh, shut up, Callie. That was best friends with Leona. Okay, listen. Yes, you said about grabbing a child and you sat with her. You're best friends with her. The only reason you fell out, not because of that, but because she owed you money. Yeah, and you're now trying to twist it, make it people believe it wasn't that. You're a liar, Irish Kelly. And Alex, you're sitting in with wrong'uns. Irish Kelly is a wrong'un for sitting with Leona and, you know, was best friends with her. And you got caught with PLM.
It's going to be very, very messy.
Mama is coming.
But it wasn't messy though, Alex, was it? No, because people told you some truths. That I did nothing wrong yesterday, and you came for me for no reason. And you can screen record this, Alex, because I can tell you this is all going to go to the police, because I will be reporting you to the police today.
Rat.
Karma is a fucking bitch, man, and it always comes when you, like, at the right time, but you just need something to
No,
pick
karma
you up
hasn't
and
come.
boom!
No.
Karma hit someone.
Karma
Yes,
came for Alex.
One by one, like I said, I did warn you. Oh, Frosty's including that. I can grab everyone, and it doesn't bother me. Like I said, I can grab the Frosty, the one that she supports, and all that stuff in the live. I can bring it all down, like I said.
Yeah, and
then everyone that continues to saying I'm a part of the cult, I'm going to screenshot that profile, and we're going to do a video of these people supporting people that dox kids, dox Red Dead relatives, and stuff like that.
But sorry, you're sitting with Irish Kelly. He said, like I said, that his best friends with Leona. Yeah, and you're sitting with PLM. And when I download that live, Alex, I will do that tonight. I will show everyone the truth, okay, of what you were saying to PLM and what went on in that clipper. Because I recorded it, okay? And they all came for me because of you, Alex, because you mentioned my name a few times. So basically, you incite hatred on that clipper. And then I'm getting calls from Purple Aki saying he's going to put me in this boot of his car and stuff and kick down my door. And that's because of you, Alex, because you're inciting hatred on this platform. It's stalking, that's what you're doing. And I tell you one thing, Alex, and I said it yesterday, I will go all the way. I will take it to court. Because I think you need to be in prison. The things you put me through for this last year. So Miss Red and Jay, you keep supporting this. You keep supporting this. Because you're no bad as other people supporting other wrong-uns on it. You're just as bad, in my opinion. So carry on supporting them. Right? But why don't you mention Alex on your FYP, Miss Red? No, you haven't. You've allowed this guy to bully me on your platform, knowing what he's doing, knowing what he's done to me, a woman. Right? Shame on you for... And you know, you say, well, he hasn't done anything personally to you. But neither has Dedro. Right? And that's all I've got to say. Oh, wait a minute. I think I've missed a video. Let's have a look. This is with Pearl.
Stay. Have you been in the box with what Angie was saying, all PLM? I'm just asking you facts.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Paul, exactly. I was in a live, I was hosting my live over here. Me and Tam was doing Tam was talking about, obviously, child protection. The troll account started coming in. I know who it was them, but the Black Bunch, well, a certain side of them anyway. And they was mentioning Tam's kids, and it got me rolled up. You know what I mean? Obviously, when you know what it's like with me, anyone mentions kids, it pisses me off.
I'll tell you why I mentioned
keep pushing, and I'll do an exposure on you. You know what I mean? And
he sat there an hour.
In that box in the first beginning, Alex, are you in with them or not? Go on, I'm asking you straight out. I've asked you before. I'm asking you straight out. For you to be in that box, are you in with them or not? Because
no, Pearl, never in a month of Sundays would I ever be involved with any one of them PLM lot.
That's what I'm saying.
But you're best friends with them, though, Alex. You're friends with them.
Angie was saying for an hour.
I was calling them all out. I called them all wrong uns. I was getting something that I needed because the problem is, right, these people are going around making these troll accounts of my friends. I wanted it all put to fucking bed once and for all. I was going to leave it, and then Angie was screen recording it and all this bollocks. Sorry to say that, Paul. She was doing all the screen recording and stuff, and you know what, trying to make me out to be a wrong un.
Yeah.
And I went, it's a bit hypocritical considering, Angie, you're the one that was speaking to PLM on the phone, in WhatsApp groups with them. Still now.
Really?
She's in WhatsApp group with PLM members. She asked them
the only group I have is with Frank in Eternity.
Accounts of people's children and dead relatives.
Oh my God, honestly. This is just
there you go.
Big style.
Wow. I don't want to put you in the box of cockapoo because you all support, this is what I don't understand, right? You all, listen, I have no hatred towards EQ, but you're talking about protecting children. She said the most about children. And you were all up someone's ass that has done probably the worst than what probably maybe PLM has said. So make that make sense. You get what I'm saying? You're an enabler, Because you keep going on about enablers. That's what you keep going on about. I hate that word, right? You keep saying Lynn's is my enabler. That's my enabler. They enable me to drink. They enable me this. Enable. But you're enabling Alex. Miss Red is allowing Alex to use her platform to bully me. Right, and she's done that before, right? Why doesn't she mention Alex on the FYP about what he's doing to me? But she won't do that, right? Keep standing up for him, Miss Red. And every time you do that, I'll have something to say. Just like Alex is just saying here, that anyone that comes into my life is going to out. That women should have their children taken off them if they come into my platform. So that includes Jay, right? I have nothing else to say about it. I will download my live and I will get that clapper recording. Because of the hatred Alex caused for me for just live streaming her because he got caught, right? He came for me and he was hoping the whole platform would, and it backfired on him. And Irish Kelly, you're just as bad because you sat with Leona. Who said about raping a child. Sorry, trigger warning, guys. And you're sat with Alex, you're sat with this woman knowing that. And you're sitting there saying I'll do anything to protect children. Bullshit. You're sitting with them all. You're not just sitting with PLM, you're sitting with Irish Kelly, right? Okay, who fell out of Leona because she owed him money, not because of what she said. Because I've got all the evidence of that, Alex. Also, you got Mod Cat, that I've heard a lot on that clapper that you defended. Right? When all PLM was saying she was the worst in that PLM server. Now, I don't know whether that's true. I'm saying what they said. We all heard it. Right? Apparently, you've seen the evidence, Alex. You've seen the evidence on Kat. And you still still have her as a mod. And you're sitting there saying that you protect children. Bullshit. You're surrounded by them all. Right? He might manipulate you all, but he's not. No, I see right through him. Now, I wasn't going to bring it up today, but it was only because Miss Red decided to mention it again, to say that I'm mentioning her. Yeah, we'll mention you, Miss Red, just like Alex mentions all my supporters. Yeah, I know, but
all I'm trying to say is that you are enabling other people at the moment and the bad vibes.
Who?
You.
Who? I'm asking you who?
You.
Who? And yes, you say who?
Everyone, you're sitting on this app and you're...
Get out of my life. That's triggering. That's not enabling. There's a difference, love. Yeah? Come with your facts. Oh. Well said, Angie. Thank you. I'm sick of that group. I'm sick of this group that think they run at this app. You do not run this app, Miss Red. You don't run this app, Alex. None of you. Cockapoo. Jay, none of you run this app. You're in your little clique, your little circle, and you attack everyone that's not in your circle, yeah? Well, you maybe should start attacking, yeah, the people that's in your circle, yeah? And stop being so biased, Miss Red. Because you got the FY, you do the FYP for a reason.
Can I just say, yesterday, Ange, you didn't mention Miss Red's name first. It was Purple Lucky that mentioned her. And Jay decided to jump in your box yesterday. You weren't even mentioning Jay. She come in to talk to you. So they're making out, so you're just bringing up their names and kicking off about them when Jay brought, like, come in your box. Like, does people not say that?
Jay was here yesterday.
Yeah, and for Jay to say that she's told me, there's nothing for me to be told. I didn't do anything but live stream a clapper. I did nothing wrong, Jay. You know, and nothing, no hate towards you, Jay. But I did nothing wrong. So for manic menopause to say, well, it's bad on both sides. No, I didn't do anything, nothing. And so I'm not taking accountability for nothing. Basically, he got caught with PLM and Clapper, and I was live streaming it. But Alex, your girlfriend, was also live streaming that.
Yeah, he's got his girlfriend to thank for that, because we were just sitting chilling on Angie's live, and then we're like, oh, is there anything going on? And then like people were like, oh, come to Irish Kelly's live because they're come to an Alex on Clapper. So we were just discussing what was going on in Clapper, saying why the fuck was Alex still making PLM relevant still? Like he's too invested in them, why is he doing it? Then he's got wind of it, and then he's decided to kick off and then say Angie was the main part of it and she was one of the worst. But it's all backfired, hasn't it, Alex? Because people know that you're just talking utter shit.
Yeah, it backfired on them big time. Because people could see I didn't do anything wrong but live stream them. And then they're sitting there with Irish Kelly saying that I dox children. Oh, what a severe accusation to be making.
You did absolutely nothing wrong. And Irish Kelly cannot say all when she's been sat in the box with Leona and she was friends with Leona after everything Leona had said about kids, other people, everything.
Yeah.
No way can Irish Kelly say shit.
The reason why Alex is pissed off for is because people haven't jumped on the hate train like they did the last time. Like even Jay said, just leave it, someone's going to end up hurt. Like even Pearl said, someone's going to end up hurt. And even then, he didn't like that, so he kicked them out, and then he's one in the huff. Like a little bitch.
He doesn't like Jay. That's Jay supporting me. He don't like Jay coming on into my life. He made it very clear.
He doesn't like anyone supporting you.
No, he's come from my supporters, Lynn's, everybody. So, you know, and then Miss Red is saying, well, you've done nothing wrong, but neither has Lynn's, Miss Red. Neither has all my supporters that he's come for.
So it's all right for him to say that anybody that comes in Angie's lives deserve to have the kids taken off them. Yeah. Why would you say something like that, Alex?
He demoted himself, apparently, in Miss Red's live, not the other way around. So Miss Red is very much sticking up for defending Alex, isn't she? Mm-hmm. Would she have the same energy for Diadro or anyone else on here? No, I'm not comparing them to, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, she probably would. She'd probably stick up for him and all.
If she was friends with him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, he's done nothing to me. Do you know what I mean? Neither has Diadro, Miss Red. So I don't understand that silly statement.
They've got absolutely nothing better to do than talk about you, and you're their content at the end of the day. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's absolutely sad. Can they not get a life?
And exactly. He keeps friends with Remy. And Miss Red's fine with it. She's a hypocrite. Absolute hypocrite. Yeah, exactly. He needs to stop. And Miss Red to stop enabling him. Because that's what she's doing. She's enabling him by giving a pat on the back. You didn't do anything wrong, Alex. It's okay, Alex. You know what I mean? She's enabling him because she's definitely got shit on her.
I think they've all kind of got something on each other. That's why they're all like backing each other all the time.
Yeah, EQ gifting Remy in the box battles yesterday.
I don't know who Remy is.
Was that on FYP? Why didn't you mention that, Miss Red? I'm sick and tired of your little group, Miss Red, that you've got, that you think you fucking run this app because you get 5k in the morning. I'm sick of you thinking you run this app. You don't. And even
no one apart from TikTok run this app, and they can't even run it properly.
Alex likes to think because he's in with Miss Red and that little group that he can say what he wants and, you know what I mean, and do what he wants. They do not run this app, and I'm really sick and tired of that group that they have attack everyone else, but not their friends that are doing the most on this app. They're doing the most on this app, and you're defending it. Mention Alex on the FYP, Miss Red, because he's been on the FYP many times, but you won't. You won't mention EQ. Only when you're not friends with her, you want to mention EQ on the FYP. You want to attack everyone else.
Exactly. Long as it's everyone else, like, long as it's you they're attacking, they don't care about anyone else. They just love attacking you. And why? You've done nothing. Apart from sit here, try and have your own lives and stuff. I think they're just jealous of you, Ange. In my opinion, I think they're really jealous.
Yeah. Well, I'm not cancelled, as you can see.
You're not cancelled. You'll never be cancelled.
I mean, if I get bananaed, I'll just go on my other account. It's that simple, Alex. I mean, I don't know who you think you are. You don't own this app. You know what I mean?
No, but he goes on like he does. He goes on like he owns everyone on this app.
In fact, I was the one that got him bananaed for a week when I reported him to TikTok. Yes. I've sent all the videos in about him. I haven't done anything. If I was in the wrong, I would have been bananaed. Do you know what I mean? For that week, not him.
Am I serious about what? Coops?
He lost control last night. He loves control and he lost it.
He loves to control women.
Yeah.
Alex is a woman controller.
Exactly.
That's what I see.
Yeah. Can't cancel anyone. Yeah. Exactly. It's just ridiculous what people are, and Irish Kelly she's loving the views. She's so up Alex's ass, it's embarrassing. Just like she was Leona. She seems to stick by the wrong ones. The wrong ones. That's what she does. It's kind of weird. You know what I mean? Anyone that supports Kelly is, in my opinion, then you're wrong. You know what I mean? Because she sat with that woman that said the most vilest things on the app.
Exactly.
Yep. So I just wondering, curious, Alex, what do you have to say about Irish Kelly? No, nothing. No, because you're friends with her. No, nothing. Exactly. Hypocrite. You're not protecting no children. If you're protecting children, you wouldn't be on the dark web. Right? Dark web is full of shit like that. Yeah? That's my opinion. I think that dark web, don't know much about it. It should be shut down.
Well, it's called the dark web. It definitely should be shut down.
Exactly.
And what did he say? He's been on there for 10 years or something. So if you've been on there 10 years, obviously I don't know what's on there. But if it's called the dark web, it's a bit obvious what it's called.
I was thinking about it. I had to Google it because I didn't even know the bloody dark web existed. I had to Google it and the shit that was coming up with.
You learn something new on TikTok, I'm telling you, every day.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many red flags, do you know what I mean? And because this person's done nothing to Miss Red, so I'm just wondering, would you support, someone from PLM because they haven't done anything to you, Miss Red? Do you know what I mean? Or a pure wrong'un? Well, she probably would.
Someone just said, when is he going to out-cat his mod?
He's got evidence on Cat, right?
She's a wrong'un, so he won't out her.
Yeah, you know what? I apologise about the cat situation because she said to me that she didn't do the things people were saying to her, but about her. I went on Clapper last night, yeah, and they were saying, PLM themselves were saying she was the worst in the app. She was doxing children. And that apparently Alex got the evidence of that. He got the evidence, and yet she's still his mod. And he's sitting there saying he wants to protect children. So I don't get it. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying Cat is. I'm just saying what I said last night. That's all I am saying, because we were live streaming it.
But we're forgetting what Kat also said about you.
Well, yeah, he supports that. To go and get an ROP and go.
She's a wrong'un in all ways.
And he supports that. There's so many red flags with Alex, in my opinion. You know, and I know Miss Red can see it, but because he hasn't done anything to her, she's just gonna just dismiss it.
It's all right, Angie, I got called.
I'm not friends with Kat. I apologised about Kat because Kat was saying she's not what what people were saying, and she gave me the story, and I thought, okay, then, because I don't want to be making some false accusations against someone. So I apologised and said, okay, Kat's told me blah blah blah. But then when I went last night on actual PLM, Kazza was saying all this about Kat, but yet she's still his mod, so I don't get it. I mean, in my opinion, I would unmod someone just at the fact that a lot of people are saying this about that person.
Can I just say, to some breeze, Miss Red didn't unmod Alex. Apparently, Alex unmodded himself. And if you watch the video, Miss Red said it herself. Alex unmodded himself. Can I just say,
I believe the reason why Alex won't unmod Kat is because she's got something on him.
Mm-hmm. As I said, I think they've all got something on each other in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Hello, Ali. It's all right. Someone tried to scare me shit earlier.
I'm not even going to say what I think. It just gets twisted, innit?
Everything gets twisted. When it comes from your mouth, they twist it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just wondering, you know, because I see Cockapoo in the comments that, you know, you're friends with EQ, which is fine. You know, I speak to EQ myself, but I'm not the one sitting here talking about being a hypocrite.
Mm-hmm.
She said a lot about children. She's probably said worse than what PLM has said themselves about children. So let's not be hypocrites here. Don't sit there talking about protecting children when you've got someone that said the most about children.
In my opinion, I put EQ with Leona. They're the same. They're vile. They've said the same things pretty much. Yeah.
They have said the same things. I mean,
so I put them in the same category.
I'm not seeing it being a hypocrite, you know what I mean? I have no hate towards EQ, to be honest, you know what I mean? But I'm not seeing it being a hypocrite either. I said a lot about EQ. She said probably a lot about me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Everyone says something about each other on this app, but they're always mentioning you more.
I think that friend is wrong. I'm not biased like bloody Miss Red. In fact, I think I should take over the fucking Miss Red, FYP. We'll be unbiased.
It's dark humour. Not in my eyes, it's not. You don't talk on kids like that in dark humour, I don't care.
Yeah. You could say PLM it's dark humour, because they say it's dark humour.
No, I don't. It's not dark humour, it's just...
Yeah, Lewis, but you can say that about PLM then, because they always say it's dark humour.
No.
Even a stand-up comedian wouldn't go that low. Didn't accuse Red of SA? Yeah. Yes. I'm so tired and sick and tired, Lewis, of that bloody group. You know, with their double standards.
What, the three-lettered group?
No, the misread.
That lot, yeah.
I'm sick of the double standards on this app, man. Keep constantly coming for me.
Angie doesn't want Miss Red's platform. You can do one. Angie's got her own platform.
No, I did Miss Red's platform. I would be doing it at 10 o'clock myself. I don't even do the FYP.
Exactly.
I was just...
You come on and do your own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm happy with my platform.
Well, if Miss Red was staying out of it, why did she make them comments this morning on the video?
Miss Red's just come in anyway. So listen, Angie, I want to talk to you because you've mentioned my name. Mm-hmm. What I saw from last night...
I'm fuming.
I understand that. So what I saw from last night is, as you've said, Alex's ex, she streamed, that flagged it up, you streamed, everybody cam-twos each other in these situations.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Right. Alex lost his shit, I think, because you were misrepresenting what he was saying in there. Whether I agree with him being in there or not is a conversation off.
I questioned his mod, yes.
I didn't see any of that stuff. All I saw was when Jay popped into your box, and that's when I saw basically the conversation, what Jay was trying to say, which was she doesn't agree with any of it. She wishes this wasn't happening. She's not going to break a friendship because of it, because she's not involved personally. And then she, I'm paraphrasing, but that's more or less what she said. There was a little bit of incitement to try and sort of call him out. She called out the behaviour, not the person. Then she went over to Alex's. She gave Alex her opinion on it, and there was somebody else in her box who was having a lot to say about it. Pearl jumped in. It all went fucking west. It upset Jay. She went into her own life. She was very, very, very upset by it, probably more than she would normally be, but because of things that are going on in her life that Red talked about this morning, it had a bigger impact. I spoke to her off the app. Obviously, what I'm seeing right now is the ramifications of, World War III coming upon us all, because you had a level of peace. Red doesn't want to be involved in it. You say that she's backing Alex and all of the rest of it, but she talked this morning on her live, and this was before I knew her and before I knew any of this stuff. I still don't understand what that 3-letter word's responsible for, or what it's done or hasn't done. But they came on her because she was coming in to your lives, and she wouldn't back down. She wouldn't be blackmailed or bullied by them at that time. So, when Red's got a friend, she has a friend. Now, yeah, I know it went south, and we all know why. And, there's been some sort of repair done over the time. But because of the friction between you and Alex, whenever that goes shit up, then basically Red gets dragged into it.
Why? Because she does the FYP. Alex has been on the FYP. Why hasn't she outed his behaviour? But no, she did a live on me, on my behaviour. That lasted, 3 hours, was it, guys? And allowed that Alex onto her platform, to use her platform against me when he was been bullying me for the whole year.
So all I know is that there's been there's been a lot over the last year between you and Alex. There's been a lot that's happened in your lives that's been recorded.
Yes,
and
that's the past. And now
it is, but you've just brought up the past. So let me just say something, and this isn't a dig at you. She doesn't bring that onto her platform. She respects the fact that you two have a level of peace between you, and she doesn't want to cause all of the different people in and out, all of the trolls and the shit comments. So she just respects that, and she doesn't play it. And by the way, people are trying to get in her boxes all the time to rip you a new arsehole, and she doesn't allow it.
Well, she has allowed it in the past, because I have, the people have gotten. But the fact that she said that Alex respects that she is neutral and all this, but she, he has also said that anyone that comes onto my platform who is a parent should have their kids removed.
Yeah, and you know what? In anger, we all say a lot of shit.
It's not an anger, cockapoo. We said it before about Dave Duran. He said Dave Duran and anyone that supports Angie will be outed. It's not just the ones. He said it many times before. He's come for Linz. He's come for all my supporters. Linz has done nothing to Alex, okay? And that's the only reason she talks about Alex is because he came for her, right? And all my supporters he's come for. So it's not out of anger. He's actually done that. A lot of my supporters have got threats. Can I ask you a question, Cockapoo?
Yeah.
Why have I got delivered like tiles and shit come through my door? Why have I got? I'm the one that's getting threats of of people going to unalive me.
Anyone.
Why am I getting prank phone calls? Why am I an ambulance to my house that someone has called? That's not happening to them. That's happening to us.
I understand anyone who takes this shit off the app and starts sending stuff, phoning people, emergency services, shit through the post, whatever it is wrong. It is childish, and it's done to cause damage, and it is a reaction or a provocation. Sometimes it's a reaction to something you've said or done, and other times it's to provoke you. And I've seen it, and I've seen it with CLA as well, and I think that is wrong, and that shit needs to stop. There she is. Anyway, follow Evil Queen's new account.
Oh no, this is one of many. This is not me agency one. Hello, what's happening there?
Can you do you admit though? You can admit though, EQ, you have done a lot of shit on the SEP, yes?
Oh yeah, but the thing about me is I've never done it authentically. It's always been in the guise of the act that I was doing. So I've never actually physically, as Chelsea Harwood, done anything or said anything. But yes, as Evil Queen, I have done, yeah.
Yeah.
I think what the point is that what I'm just trying to get across is that when EQ wasn't friends with Miss Red, and when Angie had EQ in the box, Angie got slaughtered, saying, "Oh, you've got a wrong one in the box. How dare you even share? Like, give her a platform."
Yeah, and the same gets said to Miss Red. So what gets said to Angie about having me in the box now gets said to Miss Red as well. So the same thing gets said to Miss Red about me too, Angie. So you both get.
No, but I think it was Alex that was like saying it, that Angie.
Yeah, but
mainly
Alex
saying
means
how,
nothing
do you know what
to
I mean?
me. Alex means nothing to me. I never even speak to Alex. You know what I mean? So
I'm not scared.
Oh, Angie.
I never speak to Alex, so it's kind of like he's not in my friendship group. He's friends with Miss Red, but like I'm not friends with Alex. If you get me, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to be seeing Alex on the 11th of May at this party, but that's about it. But
Yeah,
I don't have nothing to do with Alex. So that's so if he's saying, "Oh, you've got a wrong in your box" and blah blah blah, that's the same thing just gets said to Miss Red.
I think it's just like the double standards, because Alex like really went at Angie for just being friends with you. Yeah, tail share, like sit in shower box with you now. Do you know what I mean? So it's just the double
Linz,
standards.
that is like years ago, isn't it? I mean, we've got to move on. You can't just cherry pick a bit of history and then bring it up to date.
It wasn't years ago, Cockapoo. It was only a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but who cares now? Everything's changed on the app. The app changes so fast. You can't hold on to things on behalf of other people, you know what I mean? Because if Alex is saying, "Oh, I'm a wrong un," or whatever back then, what does it matter? I don't really care.
Yeah, but it just, he's sitting in it with a box with someone that had a lot to say about you. Do you know what I mean?
Nothing's ever going to change that. So you could take your whole day up now talking about this issue. It's not going to change the fact that I'm going to be in Miss Red's box, your box, and everybody else's box. I choose to request.
I never said I don't have a huge issue with you being in a box. I never said I did.
No, I know, I'm just saying, but you could dwell on the fact of what Alex has said, and oh God, well, he had a problem when she was in the box with me. Why isn't he saying it to Miss Red? But who cares, really? You've got better things to do with your day, I'm sure.
God, you've got some lovely people in your chat here.
I know, I love coming in Angie's chat though, because they're not our audience, so it's like they all like go and go mad. It's fun.
Yeah. All I would say is, while you lot are ripping chunks off each other, there is another group of people here who are going to use that. And they're just going to keep stirring it up. And I saw a little bit of that yesterday. And I really think that that's wrong, and that's going to affect everybody. And somebody in the end will become really ill over it all. I just think they will.
Won't be me, love. I don't go ill about people.
Anyway, Angie, as far as I'm concerned, yesterday is just a day in the life of, and hopefully it'll die down. If you need to fight with Alex and Alex needs to fight with you, then crack on. As far the other thing I would say,
it's going to stop here. If he doesn't stop and he continues, I'm going to reopen the case, because it's been a year now.
I don't think it's ever going to stop with you two.
He's unhinged.
I just don't think it's ever going to stop with you two. I think you're both as bad as each other and say the same things to each other. Really.
No, we're not bad as each other, right? I don't cross that line. He crosses that line. You know what I mean? Last night, nothing had happened, and he just went off on one.
Have you ever called him a peddler before, or a member of PLM?
I said he was in PLM, which I apologised for, and that was about a year ago. And he's held on to that ever since, putting my face on fucking Jimmy Savile and calling me a dog's children. He hasn't stopped. You know, you can't get over that past.
He's still doing it now without Jimmy Savile and all that.
No, well, that's stopped, but now he's saying that I'm bloody doxing children and all sorts of shit.
How have you doxed children?
Oh, I don't know what he's saying. He was on Klepper with PLM, you know, that group. And I was live streaming. He got caught basically, and he went for me. It's that simple.
He was in there
basically
having a fight with them, wasn't he? Let's be fair about it.
Cockapoo, right? The fight was over, and he still remained in that box.
Right. Okay.
Basically, he said that Angie was part of PLM and she was one of the worst ones out of there when he got caught out of being on.
But do you know there's a person sitting live now, drunk as a skunk, screaming, "I hate Evil Queen, she's a this, that and the other, you're a nobody," and literally sat and drunk, only with 13 people in. Like, you know what I mean? But like, it's like people are going to talk about us, you know, if we're doing well.
In the box.
You've got numbers and everything, you know what I mean? So you've got 2.4 thousand people here now. So you do a lot better than Alex does for views, for a start. So, but then again, look, everybody's watching because you're having this argument. So I don't blame why you keep it up.
You love the drama.
You love the drama.
I've come in because I don't really want Miss Red just involved in all of this stuff. Not my business. I'm not the fucking boss of the app and all of that shit. But I just would like it not to involve her. That's what I would like. And you've mentioned my name, so you think somehow because I'm not taking sides that I'm involved.
Just in the group.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm going to jump down. I just think yesterday was just a fucking travesty.
I mentioned Miss Red once, and I'm entitled to mention her as much as I want. I might mention it tomorrow and the day after that. I don't know.
She doesn't even do anything though. She's not in any group chats or anything. She may have been ages ago, but like nowadays she stays away from group chats. She doesn't get involved.
On and on about Alpha Bar and CLA. She's like a stuck bloody record.
She never mentioned Alpha Bar actually.
When people mention her.
She hasn't mentioned Alpha Bar for a while, but it's whatever's on the news show, isn't it, really? So I think if Miss Red wasn't doing the news show, she would never mention Alpha Bar or that if she was doing normal live.
EQ, she does pick and choose who she wants to, talk about on the FYP. Alex has been on the FYP many times. She's never mentioned his behaviour, but she has mine. Other people in her friend group have done shit, but she'll stand by that. She won't mention it.
But she doesn't mention you either. I just said that before. Once
she never mentioned you.
That agreement that, it's just we've gone.
Anyway, listen, I'm going to jump down. All right.
Bye, so there you go. You just said she doesn't mention Alex, but she doesn't mention you when you're on the FYP either.
Well, she has mentioned me. Yes, she has.
Yeah, but she doesn't anymore. She stays away from that and she doesn't get involved. She purposely doesn't mention you. So that's why she probably doesn't mention Alex either, because it's your beef together, isn't it?
Well, she did a whole live with me about me with Alex. You know what I mean?
How long ago was this?
Oh, I don't know. When was that, Linz? I can't remember.
Yeah, so you're living in the past, love. You need to get in the future, love, and enjoy your 2024.
Yeah.
I'm not fighting for Miss Red at all, but she doesn't mention Angie, so she doesn't.
But you know what? This is the same with you, EQ. Though as soon as you fall out with Miss Red, you're going to be slaying her on your life. I hate.
I'm never going to fall out with her. I think when I was doing Evil Queen, there was more reason for people to fall out with me because I don't actually do anything now. Nobody really has an issue with me.
Yeah, but listen, I said it before. I say it again. Alex is going to destroy a platform.
Yeah, I think she's a bit untouchable, though. I know you've got this vengeance against Alex.
No one's untouchable, EQ, and you know that. You know how social media works. And there could be anyone that just comes along and then just wipes her, off that platform.
But why has no one cancelled you or me or CLA?
I'm not saying cancelling her. I'm just saying anyone could just come and decide to do the FYP and be better. Do you get what I'm saying?
I just wanted to jump on, though, because I hear you talking about what she said and done in the past. But you've said and done a lot in the past as well, and people let that go. So maybe
no, not to Miss Red. We're talking about Miss Red, though.
Yeah, I'm talking about Miss Red.
We're not talking about other people, Judy.
I'm talking about Miss Red.
Okay, what have I done to Miss Red?
Not in particular, Miss Red. What I'm trying to say is...
that's what I'm asking you. Is it about Miss Red or other people? I'm not talking about other people.
What I'm saying, Angie, if you'll listen just a second, is you are talking about things that she said in the past, yeah? Which is the past, should be left in the past.
Well, but she also said that about Alex understands that she's neutral, but that's not the case, is it? Because he did say anyone that comes on my platform that have kids should have their kids removed.
Can I finish?
Many times, anyone that supports me, Dave Duran, and this person, that person, he's gone out. He said it again last night.
Can I finish?
Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is people say stuff and it's left in the past. The same as you have said stuff, not particularly about Miss Red, but just in general, that has been left in the past. So why can't you just leave it there? Leave it in the past.
Listen, Julie, have you been here the whole life?
People constantly attack Angie for the past.
I'm talking about Miss Red, what she said this morning about me. I did nothing wrong
on her live this morning.
She's saying that I mentioned her name. I mentioned it once. Okay, I had Purple Aki calling me, threatening me, telling me Miss Red is under protection. That's how it started.
Okay,
yeah,
so she mentioned you once this morning.
I'm just saying that's how it started.
So she mentioned you this morning, so you fired up a live to talk about her. It's tit for tat. It's stupid.
Well, I'm not having someone
childish
talking about me, blah, 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 when she doesn't even have a clue what she's talking about.
But you know what? If you didn't jump on it and fire back at all these people, Angie, yeah, they wouldn't have anything to say about you.
Well, who has what to say about me? Who?
Half the app.
Have you not seen? I get a lot of support. Have you not seen the support I get? I mean, E can tell you that she gets a lot of hate also.
Yeah, I know. I have seen your support. I watched some of your lives, but I just think, when is it going to end? Is it just going to be constantly clapbacks at each
I
other?
hope it does end. I didn't do anything wrong apart from live stream someone that decided to come for me, and then I thought, oh shit, is this going to be another 6 months of this? Because after this live, I want it to end. That's it, done.
Can I just say something, Ange? Julie, were you not in Miss Red's box today calling Angie an alcoholic?
I was, yeah.
Wow.
So it's all right for you to sit there and talk, and you're coming in on your high horse telling Angie to shut up about other people. Yeah, you're sitting in Miss Red's box calling an alcoholic.
People. No, I'm not telling her about other people. What I'm telling her is, if you leave stuff in the past,
Julie,
then it's going to be in the past.
Yeah, are you a doctor?
Will you leave Angie's alcohol in the past, and why are you bringing it up today for?
Not in the past,
in the future.
So if you think I'm an alcoholic, why are you mocking me? If you think I'm an alcoholic, so you're mocking addictions, are you?
I'm not mocking addiction at all, no. I
So
stated the fact.
you're a doctor, are you?
I'm not a doctor,
do with you if Angie drinks alcohol?
When I see one.
I mean, people make out as that they're the first person that have told me that. What do you want, a medal? You're not the first person that has said that to me. So it's like people are a broken record, man. Get over it. I'm an alcoholic. Okay, I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, I said in Miss Red's live, I said that you were an alcoholic and you needed to get help, is what I said. That's not bashing you. That is saying that you should get help.
I'm a doctor.
What are you talking about Angie for then?
Fuck me, man. I wouldn't have gone to the doctor on Monday then, would I? If I knew there were so many doctors on bloody TikTok.
You know, I'd love it. I'd love to come on and see you just like normal, not drinking and stuff, because I don't dislike you. I just don't agree with some of the stuff that goes on.
Like what?
Well, like when you're drunk and the things you say and the things you do.
Okay.
Can I just say something? Julie, I've just watched you in Miss Red's live.
Yeah.
And you're talking about comments that should be left in the past. Why did you just bring up Angie's dog comment then? That was months and months ago.
Because I'm replying to what Angie's saying in here now.
Just, let it make sense, love. You're like contradicting yourself constantly.
Exactly.
This is a debate and no
I
one's
never
actually
go on
attacking
live,
Julie.
but I've just watched you in Miss Red's live and you just really annoyed me coming in here.
Have I?
Spouting your mouth off, talking about things should be left in the past, but you're bringing up Angie's comment from months and months ago.
I did, yeah, because it was a completely different conversation we were having in Miss Red's. It's nothing.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It wasn't.
Yes, it was. I said about Angie, I said, how is it this woman has come on this app when one of the very first videos that went viral was her saying she'd done something with a dog. How is this woman now viral?
Yeah, but now you're sat in her box.
Julie, can I tell you something?
Come on, love. I'm sat in a box. I wanted to ask
Julie, do you actually believe the dog thing?
No, not at all. I don't believe it.
It was a joke.
Then why mention it? If you don't believe it, why mention it then?
That was like well over a year ago, wasn't it, Anne?
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're bringing up with the past for, Julie.
Because that we all make type of jokes and stuff, and we can all be pulled up on things that we've said in the past. Doesn't matter whether it was true or not, because we've said it. You know what I mean?
Listen, I don't want to think that what you said about that dog is true. My point was, how can somebody come on the app and say something like that and then blow up so big?
Can I just ask Julie as well? So obviously you went into Reds because you wanted to, join in. So you went for the most obvious thing that people say about Angie, which is also the oldest, and we know that it's not true, but you went for that. But then you also came at it from the angle of, she's an alcoholic, because you diagnosed her and you were concerned about her, saying that she needed some help. So what I'm confused about is, why, when you came in here today, did you not come in from this caring standpoint that you were professing to have whilst you were on Miss Red's live? Why did you not come in here and say, oh, Angie, do you think you need some support? Do you think you need some help? You didn't do that.
Because I've come on here and I've said how I feel. Like I said, why is it okay? Why is it not okay for Miss Red to say something this morning, but then Angie straight away fires up alive and talks about her.
Yeah, Julie, make sure you stick
and round.
Stick to your point, Julie, because at the end of the day, this is a debate, and that's your debate and stance point on it. So don't feel attacked or anything, because it is just a debate, you know what I mean? So you still have your strong views. Have whatever views you want. They're just firing back with questions.
What it seems to me is that I think
if I didn't think for 1 minute no one had seen me on Miss Red's live this morning was going to pull me for something, I wouldn't come on, would I? I know people have seen it. I don't care that people have seen it, and I'll still come on and I'll still voice my opinion.
I think you wanted to be seen, you wanted to be heard. So you went into Miss Rez and you said about the dog, which is the thing that people bring up when they want to cause the most, like, oh yeah, about her dog. So you obviously wanted the attention.
That must be it then. That must be what I've done.
It is that. But you've done it well. So, you know.
I mean, are you new to TikTok, Julie? Because people mention the dog.
No, 4 years. 4 years I've been on it.
So why mention something that other people have mentioned? It's just boring. You know, have you got anything new to come out?
Because I was trying to make a point of how can somebody come on and say something so disgusting, even though I know it's not true before you start accusing me of saying that. How can someone come on and say something so disgusting and be so big? I then carried on and said, you're an alcoholic and you need some help because people will see you in the street one day.
But EQ said equally just as disgusting things, and she's really big. So why are you just attacking Angie, not EQ? Everybody's done the same thing. They've all had the little parts in some way or another. So why just attack Angie? It's like, you know, make it make sense.
If I have something to say to EQ, who I follow, who I subscribe, then I will go on EQ's live.
But you didn't do that with Angie, though. You went on Miss Red's live to talk about Angie.
I did, yeah. And now I'm here giving my opinion. Am I not allowed to go on two people?
And Alex has said equally most vile things as well, but nobody's pulling him up on anything.
I'm saying to Angie the same as what I said on Miss Red's live.
Hello.
You're not. You were much braver over there. You were slating her. Then you've come over here, already saying that she's an alcoholic and she needs some help. Then you've come over here to what? So you think you're...
Which she just admitted.
Right, so you think...
So what, Alex...
for God's sake, are you that stupid?
So what's it got to do with anybody else?
Sarcastically,
Pardon? I couldn't hear you then, Angie, because you've got minions talking over you.
I said sarcastically.
I'm no minion, love.
I said what, sorry?
I said that I'm an alcoholic sarcastically.
Oh, okay.
And in order to blow up on this app, unfortunately, you have to, it has to come off the back of something terrible. For some reason, this app just works like that. So Angie blowing up after saying that about the dog, it's like me blowing up after saying bad things on Eva Queen that I would never say in reality as Chelsea Harbour, do you know what I mean? So it takes on this app for you to have negativity to blow up, to change it to positivity, if you get me, it's mad.
Exactly, EQ. Can I just, I'll be honest with you, love. I've lost a granddaughter to SIDS.
Oh,
and
sorry
what you
about
said
that,
did hurt me.
I'm sorry.
But equally, I follow you now and I love watching your lives.
Well, I'm
I think
sorry,
you're absolutely
because,
brilliant.
Do you know why I said it, love? I think the views were down one day, and I said, right, everybody, blah blah blah. But that was, I should never have said that, even as a joke. You know what I mean? And I don't say bad things, so I'm sorry about that.
I do get that.
The thing is, people like to bring up my past about a year ago, 2 years ago, and they still do it. But no, no one brings up EQ's past or anyone else's.
I do every day.
Hang on, do you see how that's just worked there though? Like Adele told EQ, EQ apologised, and then it's done. However, with Angie, that doesn't seem to work. Angie
Life's
has
too short,
for things, and they get carried on and on and on, even if Angie apologises.
Life's too short. All this animosity, it's just wrong. I just don't understand it.
You do know Angie's not that affected. She's looking at 2.7 thousand viewers thinking, oh yes, look.
Yeah, exactly.
It does bother her. It does.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. I think, don't get me wrong. I think she loves the views.
People's opinions.
It does bother her.
It doesn't bother me, people's opinions. Alex, it bothers me because he's unhinged.
Because he's your mortal enemy. You've got to have one in life. You've got one mortal enemy, you know what I mean, on the app at a time. So he's your mortal enemy. He's your nemesis.
At the end of the day, people have feelings. And people just need to remember that when they're spouting.
Yeah, and I really am sorry, Adele. Sorry to hear that as well.
Oh, I don't need your apology. I understand, and I understand where you were coming from at the time, and you were trying to raise your platform, and I get that.
Yeah, in the wrong ways, but thankfully in life, every day's a learning day, isn't it? Every day's a school day, so you learn, and as I've gone along, I've learned that's not the way to be or to mess around saying, because it's people's lives, so I know that now, so...
It is, love. I've watched you ever since. I think you're fantastic, and I think your content's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Let's turn this into a live about me, Angie.
Hello, Shasha.
Hello, Angela.
Yes.
I just want to have a little chat about the whole between you and Alex stuff. Do you think that at any point this has just become tit for tat?
No.
Because at the moment, how it kind of feels like you're saying that nobody...
Okay, while you're forgetting, Shasha, I've already reported this to the police a while back, okay, which I dropped. Okay, the police didn't see that as a tit for tat. They saw it as it went from malicious communications to harassment. So then...
You got 10 gifted subs off Michael. 10.
Oh, Michael's gifted 10 subs, Ange.
Oh, thank you, Michael.
Hi, Linz. Is it possible for you to drop me, my love? It's just that I don't know how to do it.
I haven't got the powers.
The thing is, Shasha, listen, we all have we all react, right, to what someone is saying on their live. And EQ does it, because I've seen EQ do it as well, okay? So we react. The difference is with me and Alex is like he goes too far and he crosses that line where it becomes malicious communications, like putting up memes of people. That's malicious communications just right there. I've not done shit like that. I've had opinions on him, yes, but I've never crossed that line where it's become what I'm saying is, you know, a police matter. But he has.
It's easy for us.
Ange, can you kick it down, please?
It's easy for us.
Thank you, Ange.
To say, who cares about Alex? But Angie does. I get it, because there's people in life who annoy me who nobody else cares about, but I do. So like, it's easy for us to go, oh, forget about Alex. It's not even a big deal because we don't care. But she actually has got this beef with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think the statement Ange just used then, that nobody brings up the stuff that Alex has done. I think they definitely do. I've seen that happen. I've seen people come at Alex for the things he's said and done and the things he's done to you. I have seen those things happen. Unfortunately, obviously, Ange, because you don't sit and you don't watch and you only watch sort of from the background, you don't necessarily see the things that other people do actually say to him. So, it is very difficult, obviously.
Got a poster, and yes, it's going back, you know, is the past, but, you know, calling for Angie's victims. That's malicious communications right there, because you're inciting hatred towards them. And that's what you... And that's why what happened last night, for fuck's sake, it's going to go on for another 6 months, all this shit. You know what I mean? But people
and this is what I mean when I say, do you think it's tit for tat? Do you not think, obviously, Alex is sitting getting one side of a story, you're sitting another side of the story, and both of you really haven't actually sat and tried to have a conversation and just say, hold on, was this said, was this said, was this said, was this done? I mean, yes, there are things that you know for 100% that have been said and done. Yes, I 100% agree with that. But do you think that there's a part of it that is actually telltale stories as well?
No, like I said, when you incite hatred on a platform, as what Alex has done, you know, calling for my victims, that's inciting hatred. That's how it all started. Do you get what I'm saying? And then he started putting memes up of me and on fucking Jimmy Savile. And
you're different to me, Angie, because I would say something terrible back about Alex. You're different to me, and I'd do something terrible back because it's tit for tat then.
Yeah.
So yeah, where does it end then? No, but that's the difference between me and you. If Alex was saying stuff about me, I would just say the worst thing about him possible to get on his nerves. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Angie, I want to just like sort of say, because I've only been watching for a few months, so, but the thing is with this, it all needs to get put to bed, because I've been watching probably 6 months and I still hear things every day where I'm like, who's that? What is this? Like, I've only just got my head around the PLM thing, and it's like, if I've been watching for 6 months and I still don't know the full background, it's just been going on for too long.
Like I said, I followed up again last night for no reason.
Well, I get that, and obviously I completely understand that you want things to stop. But for example, when he talks about you and then you respond back, it's just two people bickering at each other on the internet. There's no police case, so it would never hold up because you said things.
Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah, don't tell me there's no police case. I've already spoken to the police. Okay, right? Okay, I've told the police the situation. Right, so please don't tell me there's no police case. Secondly, I've just told Shasha the same thing. Yes, it has been tit for tat. I'm sitting here talking about it now. He talks about me. But when you cross that line, when you're putting memes up about of people and sowing hatred, like putting up posters and calling them for Angie's victims, and not just that, but there's been a lot more, it becomes malicious communications. I've not admitted that. I've not done that. I've had opinions. I've retaliated back. Yes, I'm not saying that I'm correct for the things that I've said. Don't get me wrong, but I've not crossed that line where there's going to be a police case where it's malicious communications. When you start putting memes up of people, which he's done for months, Jimmy Savile, Gary Glitter, there's been many memes of me, right?
Isn't there lots of people that have done that though, not just Alex?
Oh, then
I was just going to say,
a different
there's
case.
a meme up at the moment from when I was dressed in the tracksuit last week for the Come Down Me, and they put me next to Jimmy Savile, and it's had thousands of likes and laughing comments. So I wouldn't even take offence to the Jimmy Savile.
I mean, that's
you get this.
Someone's doing it out of malice, which it is out of malice for months on end, and not just that. There's a lot of things where you've got like 10 people attacking one person, or when you're going into live, and it does become harassment.
Yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, what happened, to be kind, when this app started in lockdown, it was fantastic. Everybody was having a laugh, and it's just turned into a hate fest.
You're talking about one isolated, thing. With me, it was all the time. It was going on for months.
Yeah. But
I
who injected the poison?
I was getting threats because of it, being called a pedo.
Do you remember who injected the poison into the app? It was me. I've come on this app and everyone was loving each other, and I started doing lives being horrible, and that's when it all turned. So I was responsible for this app turning, because everyone was loving each other till I came along.
Yeah, but you were doing it in a funny way.
I injected the poison on purpose because I thought, this is fake. Everyone's full of shit. Be real. That's how it
There
started.
is that as well, but there's no need to be hateful to people, getting death threats and stuff. There's just no need, is there?
Can I just say, last night, Ange did turn around and say if Alex was to ring her, she'd come off the app and she'd speak to him to just lay it all to bed, put it to bed, and let it be the end of it. So she did say she would take her off the app last night and have a phone call with him.
That's it, Chelsea. We're all blaming you. You're the one that made it nasty on
I
it.
love it. Yeah, my ego is up in the roof.
Exactly. Carla and he didn't want to take it off the app, did he?
No,
EQ is one of the worst on the app. It's never a character.
Didn't you try having a conversation? Didn't you and Alex try when all of this kicked off? Didn't you try having a conversation?
It was put to bed and started up again last night.
Do you not think though, Angie, that like I'm not picking any side? I'm just looking at it at face value. If you wanted this to stop, I know it's difficult, but you just have to grit your teeth and just, no matter what he says, just like Evil Queen, people say absolutely awful things about her on the app.
Yes, let me stop you. It does matter, because when you're saying that someone is doxing children, they're a peddler, whatever it may be.
But he'll say anything, Ange. Let's say that didn't bother you. He'll then just say something worse.
Would you listen? Because you're obviously on Alex's. You're obviously
No, I'm not. He's blocked me actually, as a matter of fact.
When you're actually putting Jimmy Savile up on my face and calling me a peddler and saying I'm doxing children, yeah, that has an effect on me, because I start getting messages, yeah, I start getting death threats, I start getting the police and ambulance to my house, where it comes off TikTok, I start getting things delivered to my house. Do you get what I'm saying? I start getting people following me. I've had people following me. I've had people turn up at my house, turn up on my street. Yeah, so that's inciting hatred on a platform where it comes off the platform.
Well, of course, but people are turning up and it's obviously escalating because, you're giving a reaction which he wants.
No, you're not listening. Because he's saying that I'm doxing children, calling me a peddler, calling me all the names under the sun. That is why I'm getting messages saying you peddler.
Yes, exactly. So what you need to do is, if you want to take this to the police, Ange, you need to get all the evidence together. Don't respond to it so you can show, look, I'm doing nothing wrong. I'm getting these messages. I've got no input whatsoever from it. It's just happening without, me doing anything. It's
Once
just
again,
happening.
last night, I'm getting death threats last night on the phone. You all heard that, right? Because Alex mentioned my name a few times, saying I'm the one, I'm in PLM and I'm the worst for it.
You do know threats to kill is the worst crime you can possibly commit. So if you do report that to the police, that's instant jail time.
Yeah. To be honest, I did see that last night with
threats to kill is the worst thing you can possibly do, because that's endangering someone else's life as well.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that deep, but obviously it's just completely out of order.
Hatred can cause. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, that's why you got to stop it. You can't. So you're saying just sit back and just let it happen.
Well,
you're not.
Yeah. To be honest, I know that it's difficult, and I'm not just going to say, because I've been in the exact same position. Yeah, that's what I would do. But what I mean is, if you took that to the police, obviously you can't have, two sides to every story, and then they're gonna, go back on this TikTok route well over a year or however long it's been going on for, and then decide who's you know, it's not Jeremy Kyle. Like,
But
you know,
Cash, you're not looking at it like a business. This is views for Angie as well. So if Angie talks about it, she gets views too. 2,500 people are here now. So it is a business at the same time. I don't believe Angie is that affected that it's a life's over. I believe she enjoys this debating type of thing as well. So you got to look at it like a business too. If she stops talking,
you're getting gifts from this. So obviously you're benefiting. You know what I mean? It's like, would the police not raise that and say, well, you know, you are still accepting money while all this is going on. You've not turned your gifts off, or, you know, whatever. You're still benefiting. You know, benefiting.
I don't think it boils down to the gifts either. I think what your point you're trying to make here is that the longer Angie retaliates, the less chance you've got of the police doing anything, because what it looks like is that you're enjoying it.
It's like if somebody's sort of stalking you and you say to them, they contact you and you say to them, do not contact me again, that's it. And then if they carry on doing that after you've repeatedly said that, that's then harassment and you've got a case. But then if you're saying things and he's saying things and then you're saying things, it's just going to go on forever.
Yes, you know, I do get what you're saying, and but you know, there's a reaction to an action, right? And how the police will sometimes look at it.
It's fucking hard. It is fucking hard not to react to people when they are like that.
That's the thing. That's why I'm saying, you know, I'm not going to be naive and say, oh, just ignore it, because, you know, if you don't give a reaction, he'll then just say something even worse. Just like our EQ, you know, when people started to get used to what was being said, EQ was then saying things which are worse and worse.
Just because I mention it doesn't mean I should be getting deaf, you know, and what Alex is doing, because that's malicious communication, harassment. Right, I haven't harassed him in any way.
Yeah. I just.
There's Rachel Rush in the back.
Memes up of him, and I haven't been doing that.
Yeah, I will say, looking at it from the outside in, it does seem as well. It's not even it seems, he is definitely sort of poking the bear in terms of like the memes and stuff like that. It's not just messages; he's actually going out of his way to make things, you know. But it's
just weird behaviour what he's doing towards like Angie. Like, have a bit beef, but he's like got this weird obsession over her. Like the venom in his voice last night was like, I'm gonna end her, like this is gonna be the end of her, and anyone that goes in her life I'm gonna expose a lot of years, and you don't deserve what was it? You deserve to have your kids taken off years. Like it goes too deep, like it's weird behaviour.
So
a lot of that's going to come from anger as well, Linz. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of that's going to come from being angry.
It's not anger because it is anger, but he said it before. You know, he said it many times before. It's not just a one-off thing.
So he's saying someone who views your live just like should have the kids taken. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? So you watch someone's lives and you're joining a box now. So if you have a comment on Coronation Street, should your kids be taken away from you because there's a bit of murder? You know what I mean?
They can take my kids, but then they'd soon bring them back. And they are 23 and 18, so they probably won't want them.
Yeah, the thing is, Angie, you have to think about, well, you know already, I'm sure you've acknowledged it many times in the past. Without you, he's got nothing. He's a nobody. He's got no content. He's not exactly got much of a personality. He's boring. You know, all these things. Without you, he's absolutely nobody. So if you don't respond, you don't retaliate, he's got no content, he's got nothing to come back. That's why all this is kicked off again, because obviously he was getting no views. Without you, there's no reason for him, for somebody to click on his live or whatever.
Yeah, but Cash, they both did the leaderboard off each other's names. They both did it from hate that week. They earned £10,000 off the back of that argument. Yeah. So that is the financial gain for them as well. By arguing that week between, it's me versus Angie versus...
think of how much money he gets off that leaderboard.
Yeah, they went on the leaderboard together from this hate.
But I didn't go on with him though, EQ. I was
Angie wanted to do it, and then he jumped on it.
You did make it competitive and say, let's get above Alex, let's win him and stuff like that. So you did give that incentive out to everybody.
Yeah, he loves you biting back, because obviously then, you know, it pushed him up in the rank. I don't know how much he made, but it was probably in the few thousands, you know, or maybe even more than that. So I just think the best way is just to ignore it, and then eventually he'll just get bored. You know, the worst thing you can do the best thing you can do to wind somebody up is to just not respond. People want a reaction, and when they don't get it, they'll get seriously pissed off and they'll start doing things which are lower and lower and lower to try and get that reaction. But you just have to grit your teeth, document everything, and then take it to the police. Because if there's two sides and two different stories...
I don't even want to take it to the police. I just want it to stop.
Yeah, well, yeah, absolutely. But I mean, if you ignore it and then, you know, he goes away no matter what he does... and then obviously if it still carries on, you know, he's still, because he does seem a bit, you know, he's not all there in the head from what I can imagine. I mean,
he's not right, literally.
You know, he just seems to, well, Does he not want to get a job
so
or
what
something,
sort
or
of
do something with his
38-year-old
time?
man, right, wants to obsess over a
Yeah.
48-year-old woman on TikTok? He's never even fucking met
Exactly.
before,
It is
like,
weird.
fair
It is
enough, have a
weird.
bit beef back and forth, but he is just consistently
Right, but
going all
Linz,
and
hold
on
on a
about
second.
Angie.
Hold on a second, because you can say that about anybody on this app. You
No,
can
like
say that
he is
about
next level
anybody.
obsessed. Like, could you imagine your boyfriend sitting on 12-hour lives talking about Angie over and over again?
No,
That's
in his
like, that
personal
is
life, that's
unhinged.
very weird, yeah, because he has got a girl and that, hasn't he? It's very strange that, I do admit with that, because Angie hasn't got that responsibility. She could sit there all day. But when you've got a girl and kids, I would go mad if that was my fella.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's literally got his
Does he want to
girlfriend
do
in the
something?
background with his kids, and he's talking about Angie for 12 hours. It's weird.
Exactly. Can you imagine your fella doing that, like the spare room or in his
So in real
basement,
life, it's weird, but on
whatever it's called.
TikTok, if it was just TikTok beef, but in real life, that is actually very strange when you think about it.
And the tattoo as well. That's fucking weird. Like,
Okay, the tattoo was done. I was in the live when that tattoo
We know,
was done.
Sasha, we know why it was done, but it's still weird in my opinion because.
But it was never Alex that chose that. At the end of the day, that wasn't Alex's decision.
And there are people on this app who've got lions, like DC Dector's got all his leg tattoos with everyone who gave him a lion, you know what I mean? Does that make him weird?
Different. He's got my name tattooed on his arm, man.
Yeah, but was it a battle, a competition?
It was a charity thing.
Oh, well, there we go. So it was for a reason.
Yeah,
So
but
there's,
we're
there's
talking
other people on
about
the
a permanent tattoo, man. Come on.
Yeah, but it was for a charitable cause, and he could get it removed, really.
Well,
And
yeah,
he's
since had it covered.
So why has he not had that tattoo removed?
Yeah,
He's had
I
it
would rather have
covered.
covered.
He's had it covered. There we go.
Oh, right, okay, well, fair enough. That I thought it was still just, Angie's on his
So
own.
that is like saying DC Dector's weird because he's got a leg full of tattoos of people's names who give him a line.
Well, I think it's probably just me. I personally wouldn't get any tattoos whatsoever,
This app is mad though, so I could
just
go on
me.
with Angie and say, right, let's do a reset battle. Whoever wins the reset battle has to get a tattoo of the other person, and you agree to that then, so that's kind of where it's come from, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the person that chose Angie's name gifted a lot of money towards the charity.
200 quid, Sasha.
Pardon?
It was 200 quid.
That's a lot of money.
Well, I listen,
to a charity. That's a lot of
look
money.
at it like this, though, Sasha. This is a person with an obsession over me. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's not like DG's just putting it, to someone he hardly knows. That's different.
I think it's the same premise though, isn't it? It's the
Yeah, I
same
mean,
thing.
I'm sorry, I'm going to disagree with you there because it is
for a year. Come on, that is weird. I don't care what anyone says. It's weird.
Yeah, was it Ben who paid the 200 quid? The Ben that put your details on the dark web?
Dark web, that's the one, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's another weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I just think last night. Oh, sorry, I was just going to say, I just think last night was sort of like a glimpse of what happens when he doesn't get what he wants. He obviously likes to get his own way and to get reacts and stuff. So obviously, with what he's doing to you, it does, it's out of order. When people started, like Jay and Pearl started, say just leave it, it's out of order, because at the face of it, and probably in reality as well, he's just attacking somebody who's not done anything wrong. He started it all up himself, and then obviously he didn't like that. He threw all of his toys out the pram. So that's how you really get to him, by just not giving him anything, and then people will, because if you start reacting to it, then obviously there becomes two sides to it, and then two different ways to look at it. Everyone's going to have their own opinions. But if it's just one man going for this person constantly and you're not giving him anything back, it's just like, are you a fucking weirdo or something?
Without Angie though, he hasn't got nothing to talk about.
Exactly. He's got no platform whatsoever. Who is
he?
He doesn't even have a picture. I've seen that same picture of him. It's like, but then when his face revealed, he's not like disfigured or something. You know what I mean?
What's he going to do on the 11th of May when we're all together and we're all live? And he's going to be shown in the background of all our videos, obviously, if he's coming to this party on the 11th, which he is. So he's going to be on all our live streams. He can't start going mad about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just think, Angie, without you, he would have never got thousands of pounds off the leaderboard.
Can I just say something? Didn't he have the option of cutting his hair? But he chose to get Angie's name tattooed on him because he didn't want to cut his hair that would grow back.
No. Somebody else cut their hair.
I'm not getting told that I can't video certain people at an event where it's a TikTokers event. So if Alex is there, he's getting videos accidentally. It's not my fault.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there we go. So his face is going to be out there anyway, so it's ridiculous to keep hiding.
Yeah, definitely.
And at least Angie puts a face on the camera when she's having this beef, you know what I mean?
And this man in the box next to us who's saying, oh, just ignore him, blah, blah, blah. How would you like a whole 18 months of one person coming at every single
Well, I
little
wouldn't
thing
let it
that
go
you
on for
do
18
wrong?
months, actually, because I just wouldn't do that. I've got more things to be doing with my time than, you know, going. I'm not having a dig at Angie. That's obviously, you
But
know.
that's what it feels like. It feels like you're sitting here in this box having a dig at Angie because she's not ignoring him. I
So
wouldn't
what do you
ignore him
expect then?
either.
Do you want Angie to just carry on reacting to him constantly, forever and ever and ever, and this will go on for not just a year or so, like it's been going on?
He started it up again.
I can see it from both points of view. Sometimes if you don't give them the reaction, then they can't do nothing, and it pisses them off more. It does Angie, because I do it with my daughter because she's a bitch. And basically, if I ignore her, it drives her potty. I know, but when it's hard, when it's been going on this long, it's not fair. And for you to keep getting death threats and stuff like that, that ain't on. That ain't on.
She got a lot of threats yesterday. That was not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And also, he ain't got to stop, and you know why? He's just got a really hard on for both Angie and Lens, and it won't stop.
We'll have all the
He's still
Australians.
bent of pushing her over the fucking edge.
It is, but you know, the best thing she could do is ignore him, because she would be better off ignoring him, because people are like her more than.
Just ignore someone
That's
saying
what
She has ignored him.
She's got no storyline this week. She needs this. Angie needs this for a storyline this week. She hasn't got one this week.
She has ignored him. This is the point. She has ignored him, but then he's fired it back up again.
I'd just leave him to it. I honestly would.
No, but if Angie never gave that reaction, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
I do agree with CS that.
Yeah, my name's Charlie. Yeah.
Charlie, sorry. Yeah, I do get about trying to ignore it and stuff, but
it's
Angie
hard.
has a right to defend herself. She needs to defend herself by the vile things that's been said.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
vile. And she needs to defend herself because, like,
Oh,
there's
Angie, what have you caused, love?
seeing all this stuff.
It is difficult because I've never been in that situation before. I don't want to be either. So it's easy for me to say, "Oh, just ignore it when it's been going on for so long," but it'll just carry on. It'll go on for 10 times longer. Well, it'll just go on forever if it just never gets put to bed by one of them. And Angie obviously can be the bigger person. She tried to, and obviously every time he tries to put it, you know, reignite it because he wants views or he wants gifts or whatever. Because I'm sure he gets, you know, a regular amount of gifts every week, so he's used to that income now. So it's in his best interest to get viewers through the door.
He gets it off.
Well, I hope you tell him the same, give him the same energy, and tell him what you told us. Simple
But he
as.
literally
It's
accused
already
Angie.
been said, nothing's been done. He keeps going on about it. And I'm personally getting fucking sick of it. Because I'm always feel like I'm defending poor Angie.
He sat there yesterday claiming Angie doxed kids. Are we forgetting how dangerous that could be for Angie?
Yeah, but then if she responds to that, that gives that weight. Then, you know, if it wasn't true at all, I don't believe that it's true for one bit. But I mean, it just showed why you bothered about. Just ignore it, and then it could literally just be like some random person shouting lies at you on the street. No one's bothered because you're not responding to it. He could be somebody with 10k in his life, or somebody with one viewer. Nobody's bothered if she doesn't respond to it. It's just some knobhead having an opinion.
It's a storyline, Cash. It's storyline. It's not gonna stop.
Follow-up question to that then. What happens to people when they get called that out on the street?
Silly Sally, I've got a point to make to you
Does
just
that
right
happen?
this minute.
Have you ever been in your town centre, Sally, and somebody shouted to some random person,
Like somebody's a
kids on the
peddler.
internet? No.
Like somebody's a peddler. That's what he called that, a peddler.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm 24 and I've never been on the street and somebody's just shouted pedo at somebody. But I don't know where you live, but that doesn't happen around here. It's not the best area anyway. But
And the only people who are hearing it is the people that are here, and we all know it's not true.
So, Sally, just on your point there, because actually, and I'm not trying to argue with anybody, Angie, I'm not trying to argue, but Angie has called a lot of people a peddler herself.
Shasha, no, I haven't. I've used the word wrong.
You've called me a peddler multiple times.
No, I haven't. No, that's only when someone has. No, that's when I've reacted to what someone has said to me, Shasha.
There's no point. I'm just saying, you have said those things.
I haven't. No, I haven't, Sasha.
Yes, you have. And you called Alex.
I only react to what people have said things to me. Well, then go and take me to court.
No, I gifted somebody once, and you phoned the police and told them I was a paedophile on the live. Evil Queen's a paedophile, you were shouting.
Yeah, but that was 10 years ago, man.
It doesn't matter when it was.
No, Sasha, I never called you just because I said about EQ. I never said it was about you. And I wasn't talking about you, EQ. I was talking about Leona.
I know. I find it
Angie,
funny.
you definitely did.
I was talking about Leona. No, I never Shasha. I never. I never said that about me. I said that you're a PLM. You surrendered to PLM. Yes, you did.
You called me a peddalo.
You supported. No, I said PLM are like pedlos. That's not calling you it.
No, you called me a peddalo. You've called Alex a peddalo.
No.
You've called.
Get off my life, Shasha. Bye bye. Because that's
See, you can't.
Show me the evidence. Bring the evidence.
That's bullshit.
Get out, Char.
Exactly. Ali's been on here for 2 years. I've never said that word. You're a liar, Shasha. And you caused shit in Dave Duran's life, as I remember.
Shall I give her one of mine? Liar, liar.
If I had called anyone that, I'd be all over the FYP, and you all guys know it.
I want that for my message tone, Chels.
I know, I could make it a ringtone like CLA.
Absolutely.
Every time it went off, it'd be liar.
It's a civil matter. It's a civil matter. So take it further than if you're upset.
Yeah, I just have your best interest at heart, Angie. It's not nice to see you getting distressed. And I'm sure as well, you know, I'm not one to comment on your drinking because that's completely your business. If I want to drink, that's up to me. You know, that's my life. But I'm sure it contributes to that as well. I'm sure, you know, when you've had a shit day and, you know, because, you know, sometimes I see you at 10 o'clock in the morning, you know, ranting about Alex and stuff like that because he said something. And I think, just imagine that from morning till night. You know, it's not nice to be in such a state of distress, you know, all the time.
Dire straits.
Yeah, dire straits, absolutely. So I just wanted to end because, you know, I watch you and I know that, you know, when you was doing debates and stuff like that and, it, you know, Alex was, you know, not a thing, this whole drama, you was just having fun. That's the whole point of, you know, coming on TikTok just to have a laugh and stuff like that. It's just, it's not nice to see somebody get so upset over something that can be stopped, albeit not easy because of what he says, but something that can be stopped by just ignoring him, and then he just becomes a nobody. He just becomes somebody who used to sit in Angie's box.
Yeah.
Dire straits, the state of distress. That's what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. I've been in dire straits before.
Sally wants you to know that she's just gone to drop the kids off.
Oh, she's gone to the toilet. She's gone to drop the kids off at the pool.
Oh, no. School, not pool, school.
Hi, guys.
Breaking for the U-bend.
Hey, right.
Yeah, so just from my perspective, really, I just stream. This is the first time, like, I've had any video or, you know, not video, but voice, whatever. It's just crazy, TikTok. I just think there's so much drama constantly everywhere. It would be great if everybody could get along. I've just left this page and, you know, seen there's already a group like kind of talking about you, Ange, and saying they're going to upload loads of stuff and create a new TikTok account to expose you. And it just makes me sad because it's all grown adults, you know?
Who said that?
It's never, ever gonna stop on this app. Never.
She doesn't have a name, just a like emoji, but it's a woman who's got like a vendetta against
that, right, is that people are protecting Alex for some reason, for some bizarre reason. He was the one in Clapper with PLM, not me.
Ah, right, okay.
I only got caught because he didn't expect me to be live streaming him on Clapper.
Yeah.
He's only really protected because he's friends with Miss Red, though, because, you know what I mean? Yeah. He's linked himself to Miss Red, doesn't he? Like, he's not my favourite person, but, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't got a beef with him. It's your beef, isn't it? I just like to listen to the drama, to be honest.
Yeah,
but,
and
like,
then...
if it wasn't for Miss Red, he wouldn't really have any platform.
Exactly. And look at last night as well. Could you imagine? So obviously Jay and Pearl were, you know, they're on rocky terrain with him. And then could you imagine if then other people in that clique then also started to go against him? Miss Red would probably, you know, you'd go with the majority, not the minority. You wouldn't drop all them for Alex because I'm sure she's really good friends with all of those off the app and stuff like that. He's a nobody. If you I gave him the time of day, he would be a nobody. He wouldn't even know who Miss Red is. He'd just be somebody who sits in live.
No, I think he's wormed his way into Miss Red's actual life because they FaceTime together and stuff. So it's kind of like he's done the work behind the scenes to be friends with her. Like, obviously, I can't tell her to be friends with, like she can't tell me to be friends with. But obviously, I don't think he's the best character, to be honest. But I think he's very shady. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And the thing is as well, like he's got children. You know, not that it's for my place to comment on children, but he's got children. You know, he's obviously got a personal life. He's got family. But instead of, you know, again, I'm not trying to, you know, say how he should live his life, but it's just strange to spend so much time talking about,
While his partner and his kids are there, I agree. Why isn't he spending time with them?
and people say, "Oh, don't mention children." I'm just saying he's got things going on in his life.
Oh, listen,
saying, why would you
if I
spend
had
time
kids
doing
and
that?
I was on
I
this
bloody
app,
wouldn't.
they'd all be saying something, so ignore them. If I had kids and I was on this app doing what I do, they'd all be saying I was a bad parent. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If someone's sitting there, like, if the allegation's true that he sits there sometimes for 12 hours a day talking on Angie, while you've got
Exactly. He's
your
obviously not.
kids in the
He's a
background,
nutter.
I would never
there's
do
no point
that.
even trying to
I would be
we're civil,
questioning
we're
my
not
man.
friends.
I'd be saying, well, why are you on live all the time? You should be spending time with me and the kids.
Yeah, it's facts.
He don't like it when he gets caught out, though, does he? He soon spits dummy out.
Yeah.
And
Like
falls out
yesterday.
to everybody.
It's just crazy.
So there's no way to be civil. He's just a weirdo. You wouldn't want him in your life altogether. Yeah.
I was just going to say, I think a lot of parents like put a lot of energy into this app and kind of get trapped in that aspect, because I'm only in my 20s and I've had to put like timers on my phone to like stop me from scrolling so much and, getting involved in the drama or whatever. So I think like TikTok need to also put something into place for that.
But it did baffle me, the fact that he's coming on the 11th when everyone's going to be live. It's going to be like, if he doesn't want to be seen on live, how is he going to avoid it? I don't understand.
Well, he's probably not going to avoid it. He's probably happy to go on live. I don't know. He probably just doesn't like going live when he goes live. I don't know.
Christ knows.
Because literally everyone there is going to either be live or there's going to be like, it's going to be a bit strange if somebody's like against being shown. Like, we can't really do
Might
that.
come like the Masked Singer or something. Have something on his face.
Yeah.
The nothing.
He's never coming. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Has he been live today or not? Because I'm blocked, you see, so I can't see.
He'll be listening to this now and then he'll talk.
Yeah, he'll definitely be listening to it. That's what he's obsessed. I mean, what else would he be doing? He's not exactly, at work or something. What else has he got to do?
There's a guy that's
in here.
Obsessed with women, has all women in his boxes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And call him out for something. He goes 10 times, he crosses that line.
Yeah, but I think he's a woman hater, Angie, because he surrounds himself with women because he knows he can control them in a way. So he's got all these women under control, and they're all singing from the same hymn sheet. But that's, you know what I mean? You got to look at things to yourself. I think he's a woman hater. I really do. That's why he surrounds himself with women to hide in plain sight. Sorry, but that's my opinion on it. And I'm allowed my opinions on anybody. It doesn't affect my friendships with anybody. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's my
exactly. He always says that, doesn't he? Whenever you bring that up, he's like, well, if I hated women, why would I spend all my time in boxes?
But that's hiding in plain sight. It's like CLA. She hangs around with, she's got a black best friend now. She's getting her hair done by black people because she's been accused of being racist. And it's always about where someone's from, where are you originally from? So I know people go, wonder how long it takes to bring CLA out. But they're the same person. They hide in plain sight.
He uses that as the defense. If he's sat in a box with all men, then obviously it would be a lot of it would be a sort of, he'd have an untenable position where it's like, well, you sit in boxes with all men talking about women, but then if he surrounds himself with women, it's like, well, I can't hate women because I'm sitting, around them all.
It's hiding in plain sight. That's what it's called. It's got an actual term. It's hiding in plain sight. Remember that, everybody. And Alex won't come for me because he knows he wouldn't get the attention on my platform. I'll only talk about him on this platform and no other platform. So it's kind of like I'm very select where I go and what I talk about. You know what I mean? So my shows and what I do, I would never talk about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But
He on it makes David correct, looks like an angel. He really does.
It's hiding in plain sight.
A man like he does a woman.
So it's called hiding in plain sight, everybody. If you're a racist, you hang around with black people and you're like the best mate. Oh no, well, I've got a black friend. Always that excuse, isn't it? Or if you're transphobic, oh well, I've got a transgender friend. They'll always link themselves with the people that they hate the most. And it's called hiding in plain sight. I believe he's a woman hater. The way he speaks about women, and I've heard him discuss them and say that what things that should happen to them. And just how angry he is towards women, it's a real red flag.
Yeah, like last night, you could just see, like, from the way he was talking, he was just like, I don't know, he was just so frustrated. It's like, I'm sure he's nearly 40, isn't he? And he's getting so worked up on an app over somebody he's never met.
That's what I'm saying. He sounds like he's going to have a heart attack sometimes, the way he goes.
Honestly, he's going to have a coronary.
Great loss.
He's going to have a hernia if he carries on, because it's not normal for somebody to sit in the basement coming on live talking about, a 40-something-year-old lady that he's never met before. Yeah, it's just fucking weird. He needs to get a grip and he needs to get a job or a hobby and get some fresh air, cooped up in that basement all day talking about Angie.
Exactly. Look at me with Alphabet. That's a clear example of hiding in plain sight. Everybody knew. It's like we all know he's a woman hater. Everybody knew, but the people he's got in the box, they won't know. They won't think it. But you've got to realise a lot of these are vulnerable women with stories and the domestic violence and this, that and the other. The people who's got in the boxes with him, so he's controlling the women. That's what he's doing. And he's a woman hater, and I'll never say any different. I don't care who's friends with him. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't have to, I can have my opinions on these people, and that's what I see. And I'm a plain talker, and I see the world as it is, and I'm not emotional about it. I'm very detached. Everybody knows that. I don't see things the way other people do, so I'm able to make an assessment on a situation because I've got no feelings towards Alex. It's not that I hate him. I don't think about him in that way. It's just I can see what's going on, so I voice it. Doesn't mean I'm bothered. Doesn't mean that, you know what I mean? I don't know, but you know.
And someone, I'm just going to add something in. Someone that EQ just said something, and she said from across the world. Well, I'm someone from across the world, and I can see exactly what EQ is saying.
Yeah.
And so can many, many of us Australians. Honestly, we can, it's not just in England, it's across the world. We can see what Alex is like.
Yeah.
Honestly. And I'm not going to lie, like EQ, I'm not going to lie.
I think it backfired on
At first, I wasn't a fan of EQ, but she has, let's be honest, she has grown beyond her fucking
I'm coming
wings.
to Australia,
Beyond.
Chantal, love, this year, so yes.
Oh, well, make sure I know when and where, because...
Well, I've followed you because I don't know anywhere, where to go, where to land, this, that, and the other, so you can give me some tips, maybe.
Definitely, if you're going to come to Australia, most
Are you going there for a holiday?
No, I'm going to go and visit on holiday for TikTok.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna
make
live
sure you
stream.
make it, like, announce it, because you actually don't realise how much Australian people actually watch you and adore
No, I
you.
do.
So-
I really do, babe. I do,
yeah,
honestly.
so make
That's why I
sure
wanna
you,
go.
like, make sure we all know when and where, because...
That's why I want to come, babe, because I know amount of people that go, hello, I'm from Australia. I'm like, oh my God. Because, like, Miss Red's on a 4 in the afternoon for you, isn't she? Something like that.
Oh, so right now it's 12:04 a.m.
Yeah, so Miss Red was on at 8 o'clock, was it? Something like that. It was
I
late.
don't know. I'm not going to lie, and I'm not going to lie, but I've never,
Oh,
ever,
it's
ever
2 o'clock
watched...
in the afternoon. Oh, you've never watched that? Oh, you're
No,
missing out.
never. I'm not going to lie. I'm not
You'll
going to
have
lie.
to, girls. She has all the
What you
gossip.
were saying, EQ. Listen, I know that you're friends with Miss Red, but what you were saying, she's untouchable. That's not true. You know, social media.
No, I mean, she's
What
not.
happened? Look what happened to Gems, right? She used to get thousands in a room. Look what happened to. There's so many big creators that they drop, and you can drop. You can be having 5K in here today, and then tomorrow just drop.
That's only if you stop what you're doing. She's got regularity. Coronation Street's been going for many, many years because everyone watches it.
But EQ, it takes one person to just come on here and say, I'm going to do the FYP at 10 o'clock, right? That might be a slow start, and that might be better. That might
Okay,
be
let me explain.
someone
It's not.
better. There's always someone better. And the same with
Okay,
you.
Yeah, let me explain. So, it's not the fact of somebody else could come and do it, because someone else could do a rip-off Coronation Street and call it Merriweather Street. It wouldn't work because the audience is already there.
Yep.
So Miss Red's already got her audience. As long as she doesn't not come on for a long period of time and she keeps regularity, she's got her viewers. No, anyone could start a 10 o'clock show. They could, but it wouldn't work because it's not Miss Red. Just like if Merriweather Street came along.
Yeah,
people
but
would still
EQ,
watch
what I'm saying
Coronation
to you,
Street.
people are getting bored with Miss Red, you know?
No, but has anyone got bored of Coronation Street or EastEnders or any of those things? No.
But what I'm saying is it just takes one person to say, I'm going to do the FYP at 10 a.m., have a bit of a twist to it, maybe, be better, because she is very biased, Miss Red, and people hate that about her. She is biased. You know, to have someone a bit like you, EQ, if you did the EQ, I know that you'll never do it, but if you were to do it at 10 a.m. slot, you will push Miss Red off that slot. You will. So it just takes someone to come on just a bit like you to do the FYP. Maybe it might be a slow start at the beginning, but I'm telling you, no one is untouchable in here.
Well, how many years have I been on social media? I can pretty much spot the trends, and I've been able to grow with any app and still keep my viewers and stuff, as you've seen. So I can see it. So I can see the bigger picture. The Miss Red cannot be touched at 10 o'clock in the morning. I know that for a fact, unless she stopped coming on and somebody else wormed the way in. But she wouldn't not come on. She rules the whole FYP. She's got Luke. She's got me. You know what I mean? We all love her. So at the end of the day, she's the queen bee of everything, really.
The comments, you know, I disagree, because it's social media. I think people are getting tired of Miss Red because she is biased. She doesn't talk about the people, her friends that are on the FYP. She attacks people that are, you know, that aren't in her circle.
So why is she still getting 5,000 to 10,000 people alive?
If you were doing a 10 a.m. slot,
Because everybody likes the drama. Honestly, that's what it is.
You
Yeah, but I wouldn't never do that.
No, you wouldn't. But all I'm saying is it just takes someone just that's going to be similar to you, EQ, to come onto the social media platform and take that 10 a.m. slot, be exactly, be very similar to you, have their opinions in time. There'll be no misread.
But you've got to remember what I said. She's also linked up with me, Luke, Zach, everybody. So really, she sits at the top and we all protect her. She's like the queen bee and we all protect her.
What's saying that?
No, let me explain. So we all protect Miss Red in a way because we all protect her like she's our queen bee. So like if a new person came along, we could wipe them out the water because there's that many people who we've got as our fans that we could absolutely
Yeah, but you're right, because it could take someone that gets more friends than what Miss Red has got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then she's got Luke's friends and my friends and Zach's friends. So you've got, look at how many thousands of people who would support Miss Red over a new person.
I don't agree.
She's got a loyal following.
Yeah, and she's got all of us who are loyal to her too.
But
So
people hate the fact that she's protected by yourself and certain creators. People hate that.
Well, I personally would block anybody trying to take Miss Red's slot, and I would strategize a plan to get rid of them, so and it would work as well.
All it takes is someone to come on this platform that's going to be bigger than you, EQ. Right.
No, it'll take a lot because I'm very unique. There's nobody that could be like me, Angie, so nobody could take my spot. I'm me, and I've had an audience for years, and I live my life in front of the camera, so who's going to come and take over my life? Nobody. I'm interested no matter what. Look at this now. I've created Merry Hell.
But what you're saying, EQ, is if somebody was to come on this platform to be better than yourself, be it better than Miss Red, right? You're saying you're going to report them.
No, I wouldn't report anybody. I said I would get them taken down in a way like nobody would want.
Well,
No, listen. No, you don't understand what I'm saying. You're not letting me finish because you're screaming over me every 2 seconds. So what I'm saying is that there's a way to take people down and lose them views, not talk about them, isolate them, kind of like bully them in a way. So there we go. Nothing to do with reporting and taking accounts, but we could kind of get rid of them because we'll all gang up together, basically.
Yeah, well, that's not really fair. Why would you gang up on someone that...
We're like a gang. If anyone come for Miss Red slot, we'd take them down as a gang.
Yeah, but the thing is, if someone was to take that slot, we might take you down, EQ.
Nope, it wouldn't happen because we've got 4 times the audience you have.
At the moment.
No, because if you put all our viewers together, if we all fired a live up and started singing from the same hymn sheet, everyone else would follow and say, oh yeah.
Yeah, but listen, EQ, everyone's...
Let's be honest, the whole app is a bully group. Like, honestly,
Exactly.
So basically what you're saying is your group, EQ, is a bully group.
Yeah.
There you go. But listen, all it takes is one person to get in with DG and all these big creators, right, to actually take Miss Red down.
So she wouldn't be taken down because we would all defend her.
Yeah, it's like a pack.
But you say you haven't got a huge group on here, EQ.
We have. You're not understanding it. Okay, look at us all as individual people. So you've got Miss Red standing there, then you've got Luke, then you've got Zach, then you've got me, and we all come with thousands of audience. Miss Red has more views than anyone. So altogether, an audience would be about 50,000 people, Angie. So we could target another and get rid of them that way.
Oh, okay.
But we don't do that. I'm just saying that's what could happen.
There's one person to join social media that is going to team up with DG, Dave Duran, all these big creators of the world.
But I'm already teamed up with DG.
You'll never better take them down, right?
But I'm already teamed up with DG, so what are you talking about? So Miss Red's teamed up with DG, so we're teamed up with DG.
So if that's the case, what you're saying, so why does it bother Miss Red what I say on my platform?
It doesn't. I don't think she thinks about it.
Obviously it does.
No, she talks about people more than
people on like comment cafe and tackle.
What you're forgetting, it's not about the creators, it's about the viewers and their view. And that's what you're forgetting. You're saying that you're all going to come up and take so and so down, but it's about the viewers.
Yeah, the viewers are in our favour though if there are viewers.
Wow, I don't think
everybody likes somebody different. We're not going to all like the same people, so you're always going to have different followers for different people, aren't you?
Miss Red's getting boring, okay? It's just going to take one person to come on this app and just, take her platform.
It's never going to happen. Because I would take the other person down. I would link up with every popular creator on this app and take them down, so they would never try and take Miss Red's spot at all.
Exactly. So, Angie, if you want to get rid of Miss Red, you need to get rid of EQ.
Well, that's just
what you're trying to say. So you need to go through
and everybody else.
I'm not saying I want to take anyone down. I'm just saying because you said.
But I'm telling you it's impossible, and you don't believe it.
Wrong.
Well, I know I'm right because there's more of us than you.
So basically, you're saying in 6 months' time, right? Miss Red's still going to have that.
Yes.
I disagree.
While the FYP is there, she's going to remain relevant.
No, I disagree because people get boring. She's getting stale.
No, she hasn't got stale for the last year or two. So
Well, she's biased, and people
Having people like Alex in.
All it takes is
doesn't
someone to
help
come on
either.
this platform,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
That's got to be bigger than you, EQ, right? Because you're not untouchable either. Yeah, that's going to be bigger than
but
you.
I am, because I'm unique. I'm me on me.
Yeah, she's done the absolute worst things, and she's still here. Let's face it.
And Angie, I don't come as a group. If everybody dropped me tomorrow, Angie, I would still remain doing what I'm doing and be relevant. I'm an exception to the rule because I'm such a unique type of person. There's nobody like me that I've ever come across. So I have my own appeal. So it doesn't matter what I'm doing. People will always watch because I'm always getting into trouble. I'm always saying the wrong
It's
thing.
not about the creators, it's about the viewers. And no one's...
But our viewers love us.
It is becoming stale. I think it's the same old shit. I think it's become a bit of a bully group. I think she's biased, and I think it's going to, one person is going to take over her, and it maybe be a bit like you, EQ.
No, we've got our viewers like zombies. Oh.
As I said,
no, whatsoever.
One happen overnight.
Guys, do a poll.
No.
Guys, put up a poll. Is Miss Red untouchable?
Yes. Everyone vote yes, or I'm blocking you all.
I think she is. Because she's still getting more. I notice now, like when I go onto her live in the morning, she still gets, she gets like, I think this morning she had like 6.5k. So if anything, the viewers are going up. So like she's becoming more untouchable.
Exactly. Angie's jealous. She only gets these numbers when I'm in the box.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true, EQ.
Hello, my Pearlilicious.
We love
Hello, my EQ-alicious.
They're trying to take Miss Red down.
Be naughty to
I'm not taking anyone down. I'm saying she's not untouchable.
That's
She
not
is.
what I said. I've heard you, Angie, mention this a few times. Like, really, you do sound desperate to take Miss Red down.
Pearl, listen, if I wanted to do the FYP, I'll do the FYP.
No, we're not.
I'm not interested in
Nobody
FYP.
can stop anybody from doing the FP.
I don't want to do the FYP, Pearl. I'm not. Listen, Pearl. I'm not saying about taking Miss Red down. I'm just saying because EQ said Miss Red is untouchable. It's social media. No one is untouchable. I'm not untouchable. You're not untouchable. That's what I'm saying.
I understand where EQ is coming from because it's that big of a circle. Nobody's going to touch Miss Red because we can. No, listen. Everybody will go, and I don't care what you say on here. 99% of the time, people will go where the majority is.
Yeah.
Right. So that's how it works. So barring from that,
then you've got another group, haven't you? Though, Pearl. Then you've got another group because you've got this group, right? Then you can, people can create other groups that can take you down, Pearl.
Resistance. You're the resistance. That's what you'd be. The resistance.
I'm not really bothered if I haven't got a platform to take down. I'm just me. I'm one person.
Pearl, so
alone.
there's our big circle of all our well-known people who we love and adore, and we've got nice friends out of it. And then these would be classed as the resistance,
No,
like she's saying.
basically what I'm saying, Pearl, what I am saying is social media. No one is untouchable. Look, I've got a platform. That could be gone tomorrow. The same with EQ, the same with Paul, the same with anyone on here. It's about the viewers.
What I'm trying to say about Miss Red
All
is,
I'm
listen,
saying, someone could come on here, be better than Miss Red, be better than EQ, and take Miss Red.
Every day, Angie, a platform is growing, and every
I just
day
said the
she's
same
got
thing,
more
Pearl.
support. Yeah. So she's gone from strength. She started off with 6 people in a room. Look what she's sitting on now. Anywhere, well, in the thousands.
At the moment, Pearl, at the moment, yes.
But listen, she's gone from strength to strength, and that's it. She's not going back over, and everybody's home.
That's because there's no one else, right, to take her place. That's because
There'd be too many of us for you to allow it. We wouldn't allow it.
Listen, I'm going to agree to disagree.
I
think she's untouchable. Put it that way.
And we wouldn't allow anybody
We'll
to do
see in
that.
6 months' time, Pearl.
Again, we wouldn't allow anybody to take Miss Red down. That's how it goes, and it's that wide of a circle.
That's not how it goes, Pearl. That's bullying. That's not how it goes. That's bullying. It's about the viewers. It's not yourself, not EQ. It's not about the creators. It's about the viewers. They decide. They decide. Not you.
But people will watch who they want to watch.
It's about the viewers.
People will watch who they want to watch. It doesn't matter if she's doing it. If there's someone that's better than EQ,
And that's why she sat
it
with
doesn't matter that
thousands
you are in the box or EQ is in Miss Red's box.
Yeah, but people do enjoy
Yeah,
things.
and they bring the drama that Miss Red doesn't bring. I'm telling you,
want to watch
she will be
it.
gone.
Can I say that's why she sat with thousands in a room because people want to watch her. The interest.
this is what I'm trying to say. That's because there's no one at the moment better than her. But it could
let that one person
come on this platform. That could come on this platform and say, "I'm going to do the FYP at 10 o'clock and be better."
Exactly. But who's done it so far?
No
Nobody.
one. I'm not, Pearl. You misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm saying not at the moment, but it could happen.
Not last forever,
Of course,
does
it
it?
could happen to anybody. But what you're saying is, it's a very slim chance. She's got too much going on around her and too many.
Oh, give over.
There's too many of us to let it be taken down.
Exactly, 1,000,000%.
No, well, listen, I'm telling you.
We will protect Miss Red, and I'm a big creator. I will protect her.
Guess what? And I'll protect the person that takes her place.
Well, you're the resistance. Nobody cares. You just be the resistance. There's always got to be there's always got to be enemies to what we're doing, but there's too many of us. We're using our audience as lovers.
I might create my little group EQ.
Yeah, well, we've already got one, and it's full of strong people.
You've been trying that. You've got your cult.
Got to say, you're already a cult leader.
There you go. You're a cult leader. Who else tries and takes your cult? Nobody. Because that's your thing, that's your niche.
Listen, like what I'm saying, Pearl, is no one is secure on social media. No one.
We'll make sure she is.
Well, but then
good luck to you.
someone that comes on this platform that could get in with all the big creators that could take you all down.
No, Angie, because we run this
Make
app.
sure that never happens.
Oh, EQ, shut up. You know what?
We
you don't
do.
have to run
All the
this app.
FYPers.
Oh, see, did I not tell you guys? They actually think they run this app. Miss Red.
We do.
Think they run this app. Are you kidding?
They do. It's like a union. You know, like a union at work.
Oh,
That's what
wow.
it's like.
There you go, guys. Stop watching
I
this.
think they're the
guys.
mafia,
They think
eh?
they run this app. Stop watching her. If you want to watch Miss Red, ghost watch her. Don't go into her live.
Wow,
As an Australian follower, I have to say,
You just did. You all run this app. No one runs this app, Pearl. No one.
Angie, you know how you said everything's a joke. Well, that was a joke, that one little bit, but barring from that,
I'm not joking.
At all costs, and she'll never be took down. End of.
Exactly.
I give it 6 months, Pearl.
Behave yourself, Angie.
6 months. No, right. If her views were going down right now, then you could be like, oh, you know, something.
No, but that's because no one has done the FYP. No one has been better.
Thank you, Auntie.
No one has been
people doing the FYP at the minute.
Yeah, but Zach is probably not
And
as
they're all strong. They're all strong. Each and every one of them strong.
Her views are going down. I noticed that, Judy.
They're not at all.
Behave
They're
yourself
not going down. They're going up. They're like,
They're going up.
I see us not jumping on the bandwagon because EQ and Pearl are saying it. For God's sake, stop being ashamed and have your own opinion.
She's going from strength to strength, and you can't take that away from her. And credit where
Everyone watch Zach. Watch Zach, the FYP.
Yeah, Zach's on at a different time. He works alongside Miss Red. He doesn't do it.
I tell you what, EQ, I'm telling you, someone is going to take a spot.
We all work together, Angie, Zach, me, Miss Red, Luke. We all work together. Get it into your head.
No one is doing the FYP at 10 a.m.
There's nobody else going to be able to because we wouldn't let them.
I'm sleeping when she's live. I'm going to add her. She sounds interesting. Angie's just bringing her.
Miss Red's her name is.
It's not even about who. If you like somebody, you will watch them regardless. It's not about
Miss Red and Miss Red back. Miss Red official and Miss Red official back up.
Listen, Pearl, I'm going to be the one to take Miss Red down.
You would be an absolute national treasure if you just for thinking that, but it is never going to happen. She's got too much protection around her, and we will protect Miss Red at all costs.
Absolutely.
I don't think
I'm
going to create a bigger group.
Don't forget that.
We're Miss Red's protection racket.
A bigger group.
Yeah, with the racket. We'll protect our Miss Red at all costs.
Miss Red gives us life, you know what I mean? It's Miss Red.
Sorry, just a question. Just a curious question. Is like from Australia, like obviously it's like 12:20 at night. Is Miss Red in bed at this time? So she's
No, she's awake.
No.
Oh, so she's watching.
It's only 2:20 in the afternoon here.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Miss Red's a legend, and she feeds us all. She's our queen bee.
Exactly.
Interesting.
See, Angie, if you went for Miss Red, like Pearl, EQ, Luke, and all that, they would put all their gifts together off the weeklies and get a hitman for you. So you see, you just can't do it because if you poke the bear, you know, any means necessary, you'll just disappear.
Charlie, what we're saying is we're not having to do that because a platform is just it's going from strength to strength every single day.
I'm not going to have to disagree, Pearl. I think if you was
No, they're not.
No, well, that's our opinion. Listen, it's going from strength to
The thing
strength.
is, I might do the FYP at 10 a.m. Pearl. I'm going to get the
Get it done.
And you're not awake at that time, so you'd have to
get
you
all
couldn't do
the
that every
big
day.
creators in.
And let's see, there's the proof in the pudding. Let's see if you can even take a tenth of Miss Red's
Well, the thing
viewers
is,
away.
Pearl, obviously, whoever does a 10 a.m. slot, it's going to take time to build
It's
up.
not
his-
about the 10 a.m. slot. It's about Miss Red as a person. It's not about 10 a.m. slot. Thank you, LT. Miss Red could come on at 2 in the afternoon and do the FYP, and she'd still be as successful.
Exactly.
Well, that's true, EQ. She's more successful than you. That is true.
Yeah, I'll agree. Miss Red gets well more
She's a
views.
fellow
than me.
for me, so I'm all there.
We love Miss Red. We worship Miss Red.
Funny,
We're in-
EQ, you weren't saying
Hail, Miss Red.
that you weren't friends with her.
Kind of God.
Hail, Miss Red. It was
But
Evil
how
Queen
many
that wasn't
people
friends.
haven't been friends on here, then let bygones be bygones, and then ended up where they've ended up real good friends? That's what happens in life.
Listen, all I'm saying, Pearl, one, it's going to take one. No one's untouchable on social media. Okay, forget Miss Red of
Miss
anybody.
Red
No one is
Miss Red,
untouchable.
1,000,000%
It will
is.
take one
She's going
person.
from
I'm
strength
telling
to
you.
strength, Angie,
that's
give
gonna
your
be
head a
better than
shake.
you and Miss Red. That's going to take it down.
We know you're taking the piss when you're saying all this. And even you know it's not right. Nobody's going to touch our
Listen,
Red. End of.
Okay, I'm having a bit of banter right now, but what I'm saying, but the truth is, no one is untouchable on TikTok, and it does. And then when I say this, I am being serious. One person that's going to be better than EQ, better than yourself, Pearl. That's that's going to have.
I'd like to see them try.
Let me finish, Pearl. That's going to have all the big creators on their side. I do believe, it could happen.
I'm pleased that you believe that, but
I'm not talking about I'm talking about me, yourself, Pearl, EQ, anybody on it. No one is untouchable on it.
Liar, I'm untouchable.
It goes that EQ is untouchable, right? Because it was only like 6 months ago or something like that. I remember watching EQ, and she said to this lady who was talking about a son that was, no longer here. And EQ said to her, nobody cares about your sob story, you boring cow. Now, I'm not being funny. I have your opinions on that, but if you can say that and still, you're still on the app to tell the tale, then...
Exactly. She's
I mean,
never
what's
gonna be
Miss Red done?
shut
She's
down.
not even done anything like that. So, until she gets to that level, I wouldn't even consider it.
I'm here to do a big announcement. So Miss Red has had enough of the lot of you, and she's asked me now to take over a 10 a.m. show.
Liar.
Oh, hell, Miss Red.
I knew you was about that clout cockapoo. All it takes, guys, is for Miss Red to fuck up on something, you know what I mean? It happens on TikTok.
Angie, she
As EQ
as I have. She
look at Jen's, right?
up 1,000 times.
She's fucked up loads of times.
She's
and
still
still
going to
out.
be loved.
No,
She's fucked up
that's
loads of times.
because
and
no one is doing the 10 a.m. slot.
It's not about 10 a.m. It's about Miss Red.
No, because 10 a.m. is the best slot.
It's not. She could come on at midday and it'd be the same.
No, I think that's
Angie, to take a slot, which you're never going to do.
Hello.
It's like your cult. Nobody's ever
saying
going
about
to
Miss
take
Red. I'm
your
saying about
cult.
you, Pearl. I mean,
Angie, you need to do the 10 FYP and do everybody, because Miss Red only does certain people. Like you today, Evil Queen, or whatever it was. You are disgusting.
Oh.
You
Oh,
need
look-
kicking
well,
off
I don't
this
look in the
app.
mirror and look
And
like
so
you,
does
so I'll be all
Mrs.
right.
Red. Mrs. Red will
And
not
then-
do
and the
her friends.
reflection in the
No,
mirror
she does
says-
not do all
Yeah,
Get Bill
FYP,
Mitchell out
does
of
she?
box now. We don't want this ruining the
You
mood.
go wrong,
Yeah, look at yourself in the mirror.
Go look at yourself in the mirror,
Get a
love.
mirror, love, because
You're
it's crap.
evil. Evil to the cure, you
12
are, Evil
years bad
Queen.
luck.
To the queue, I thought it was to the car.
Oh, and you an old pals. Go away, old lady.
Okay.
You look like a crackhead.
You're
Well,
still
I'm
painted.
You look like you're smoking crack.
What's the matter? Is this
Yeah.
all affected?
Enough.
There's no
Pearl's only just turned
Calm
14.
down. She's loved unconditionally.
Absolutely.
And that's what you can't stand.
Pearl is a cougar.
We
She's not
don't
an old
give a
lady.
fuck,
She's a
Pearl.
Pearl, you have a platform. I mean,
We don't give a fuck if you all love her and work for
something and all of a sudden gone.
We
Can
don't
somebody
fucking care.
muzzle that little chihuahua that's talking? I can hear it.
Hello,
from
Miss
somewhere.
Red. Miss Red is here. The Queen
Here
has
she
arrived.
is, the one and only Queen.
The
we'll
Queen
have all
is
the
here.
Queen's Reds in here today. Hail for Queen Red.
Hail, Miss Red.
Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
You know,
It's
it's
hail, Miss
embarrassing.
Red.
It's love for our Miss Red.
Does no one else think this is just pathetic? Like, it's pathetic. It's gone from one thing to another thing. Why does Misread have to be brought up? And for the one that's just been in the box and all, saying that only Misread chooses certain people, well, I'm a nobody on this app and I've been in her box. Why can't you just move on and do something better with your lives and pick on people? No one's going to take over Misread at the end of the day. She's got a big audience.
You keep thinking that, Vibe.
Could you further up Misread's ass, Shannon?
Hello, Christy.
What, for someone that's been in a box once?
I'm
so far up her arse, it's ridiculous, yeah. I'm a nobody on the app, but this is ridiculous. Why does everyone have to go for her? You were talking about one thing, so why is it turned to Misread?
Well, who should we talk about then? You'll just say the same thing about somebody else?
We're not actually talking about
It's just a bit of banter. Nobody's picking on Misread.
Yeah.
Just having a
what I'm
laugh.
saying is that no one can touch one on TikTok.
Misread at all costs will be protected because there's a large circle of us and we will not allow it to be took down.
What you're forgetting, there's a big group that I'm with.
Angie, you're jealous of
she doesn't need protection. She's got a loyal following and a loyal viewer.
I don't want to do the FYP. I'm not interested in the FYP.
Hail Misread.
Listen, I've done the FYP. Listen, Pearl, I've done the FYP once, right, for Misread, right, when she had a day off. I hated it. I was bored. I wanted to ding all the bastards. You know what I mean? I can't do the FYP. I don't get up early enough. I'm not interested in it. I'm just saying someone could take that spot from her.
I could come on.
What else is saying is nobody's going to take our
No
spot.
one's untouchable on TikTok.
So you
That's
can
what I'm
have
saying.
your
No one.
Yeah,
not me, not Paul, no one.
No,
so
but
I could come on and I could do exactly the same as Misread, but I'm never going to hit like Misread because she does it how she does it.
Yeah, but Kat, what I'm saying is, someone could come on that's better than Misread. Listen,
anybody
there's
can
always
come
going
on
to be
and
someone
do the
better than you.
message.
Yeah, anybody can come on.
Listen, what I'm saying is, there's always going to be someone better than you, right?
Where is that person
Always.
though? Bring the
But it's
person
all
on.
about the viewers, not the creators. It's about the viewers. Who the viewers want to watch.
Right, nobody on this app is better than anybody else. At the end of the day,
It's the
they've all-
moment.
Well, they think they are.
They've all, yeah, but they've all Chelsea liar. They've all got their own followers, and people will always follow because they say what they say, and they've got their own likes. I don't like everybody. They probably don't like me. It's one of them.
Well, that's how in real life. Nobody's going to like everybody. But what I'm trying to say is Misread's platform every single day goes from strength to strength because she's loved.
So you're saying, Pearl, from Misread is always going to stay on that spot.
We'll make sure of
the
it.
next 2 years.
Yes.
Listen, Angie,
You need to get out of her ass.
Angie, till she decides she doesn't want to do it no more, we'll always have her back.
Yeah, okay. You have a small group. You haven't got a big group, by the way. But I'm telling you, someone will come
Small but mighty.
and take that 10 a.m. spot from her.
No, they won't.
1,000%. That's going to be bigger and better.
Listen, Angie, I tried to destroy Misread and couldn't even do it. So if I couldn't do it, no one else is doing it.
You got to remember, all Misread does is the FYP and where she opens the box.
That's what a platform's about, for fuck's sake, Angie.
She's also biased. There's going to be someone that's going to come along that's not going to be biased and talk about the FYP. And you know what?
Platform is
Never
not
talk
about
people in her group.
grown women getting like shit-faced and doing what you do. This platform is about bringing awareness. And like I said before, yes, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to
Right,
you.
Chantal, you've been in my box many times, and because EQ and Pearl are saying what they're saying, you've decided to become a sheep all of a sudden?
I'm pretty sure most of the times I join your
Now
box,
listen,
I don't
No,
agree with you.
Chantal, you've always been up my
Can I
ass.
say what I have to
EQ's got
say?
something to say. No, you can't say it, and I'll tell you why. This woman, Chantal, has always been up my ass, right? Always had nothing but nice things to say about me, but because Pearl and EQ is piping up, she decided to be a sheep all of a sudden. I can't stand people like that.
Like the people who are mentioning big creators in the body, like saying, DG could take it, but he's Misread's friend and he wouldn't want to do it. It's not his content. So you could mention a different load of creators who get thousands of views. They still couldn't do what Misread does and they wouldn't want to because they've got their own content.
Yes.
Listen, I'm not affected, but this is a woman that's been in my life many times that had nothing but nice things to say about me. Because EQ is piping up, and this is, have you noticed, EQ? This is what people do, right? A big creator, which you are, EQ, has a lot to say about it, blah blah blah, and then the person turns. It becomes shit.
Now you understand how we'll protect Miss Red, because you're saying exactly the same things happening to you now with just a few of us. So imagine all of us surrounding Miss Red.
Exactly.
See, no, to me, we are all queens. We should be raising each other's crowns. We should be bringing each other down.
Doesn't she?
Exactly. We are always protect.
I'm going to bring the fucking lot of you down, man.
Eve.
Can I just say one thing, right? This is pathetic, right? Yous are all adults, right? And I'm not coming for anyone in particular, but I'm probably the youngest one in this box at the age 22, and I've got more fucking common sense.
Oh, Miss Red.
Oh, Miss Red. Hail, Miss Red.
Oh, I love this.
Embarrassing.
Hail, Miss Red.
Hail, Miss Red.
Surrounded by all of her protectors.
Look, she's in the middle. She's in the middle of my page.
The red profile picture as
You'd
well.
have to go through us first.
No, I won't. To be fair, I won't blow smoke up anybody's arse. I've got my own opinion, and I've got my own people that I like, and I watch who I want to like, and I won't watch who I don't want to like, and that's how it is. But I do agree, Miss Red has got her loyal followers.
Let's hear from Miss Red.
You weren't
Everybody,
saying that when you first jumped in the box, Kel.
Yeah, I do. I won't blow smoke up anybody's arse.
everyone
mate.
mute. Let's hear Miss Red, the Queen.
This is pathetic.
Right, come on now. That's what she is now, but what about later on down the line, though?
Ali, it's about me, right? It's about now, Ali. Thank you very much.
Come on,
love.
you have to be realistic, you penguins.
And can you mute Ali, please?
Please, while Queen Red speaks.
And who do you like? We don't like each other, but who do you watch at 10 o'clock in the morning?
I don't watch you, Miss Red.
Not
no.
you.
You're such a liar. You're like, oh, I'm just going off
I
now.
did watch you today because I got about 20 text messages saying Miss Red is talking about you. So obviously I came in this morning. There have been occasions that I've gone on and to watch you, Miss Red, because no one else is on at 10 a.m.
Oh, okay. So it was only last week I was watching you. You said, oh, look at her smiling because she knows I'm just going to go off and watch Miss Red because I'm going to get a few things done while I watch her. It's what everybody does, Ange.
Well, the thing is, it's not Miss Red because no one else is on at 10 a.m. And you know that, Miss Red. No one else is on at that time but you, okay? And all I'm saying is, because EQ said no one's untouchable, I just said, well, everyone is...
But Miss Red is untouchable.
Look, she knows. She can't even spit it out.
No, it's because EQ said no one's untouchable. I said, that's rubbish. That's crap. It's social media.
We'll make sure she is untouchable.
Yes.
You, Pearl, you're no one.
I'm not no one, but she's got a large
She's surrounded by people.
We'll
Pearl
make
was put on
sure
this earth
she's
to protect Donna.
untouchable.
That's it.
Yes.
Hail, Miss Red.
Our Pearl's in the circle. So she's
What
protected.
I'm saying, Miss Red, is that someone could just come on at 10 a.m., be better than EQ, be better than yourself. Yeah, it might take a slow start, but they might build up their viewers and be, there's always someone better and bigger and better.
That's what we'd do then. We'd take them under our wing, get them in the circle.
Yeah.
And have them,
And get them thrown
And then when
with
they're not
thinking.
looking,
Yeah, so there we go. Actually, Pearl's hit it on the head. If somebody was to try, we'd just make friends with them and give them their own time slot because we run the app.
Yes, that's true.
That might not be the case, though, EQ.
Liar, everyone wants to be in the cool
Make
kids.
sure it
gang.
was the case.
There's been many people that have fallen off the SEP that have been big.
Yeah, but we're all propping each other up. You're not getting the picture, Angie.
Yeah.
So all of us.
But it
drop
only
pieces
takes, give
together.
it a
they
couple
give
of
each
months.
other clout. It's very self-sufficient.
Yeah, it's running itself.
Divided we fall.
It's literally running itself, Angie. So but we're all friends together.
So
So
you're
we've got it
basically
on
saying that you run the SEP?
Yes.
What a load of bullshit.
Liar.
What a crock.
You run the SEP. Why are you bothered, Miss Red, as to what I say about you?
Do you know what it is, Andrew? Right? Like, joking aside, we're all having a laugh, right? Even though you and Alex has had your ding dong, I've been really respectful and kept you off the FYP because I knew you was going through, a bad time and everything. And when I'm respecting you and you're not respecting me back, that's what pisses me off. I like to, be shown the same bit of
What's
respect.
last night then when I mentioned your name?
Sorry?
What was it that I said when I mentioned your name?
Well, do you know the 3-letter group, which we won't talk about? All that was happening and then you was talking about me. You can speak, I don't mind.
Everywhere he phoned me. I don't know how he got my number, but he phoned me and he threatened me and he said that you're under his protection. Obviously, we know that's bullshit. And that's how it started.
Yeah, and that's it. But there has been occasions where, you know, you do speak.
I never said that was true. We all know that's crap.
Yeah, of course it's crap. It's, you know, he said it about you, you know, you're under protection and we know that was lies. And it's just the fact that I respect you and what you go through and I don't put it on the
Basically, all I said about you, Miss Red, yesterday was that I'm just sick of this group, you know, where that people keep coming for me and then they need to take up, you know, responsibility for their actions, for the things they do.
But I think we can all do that, you know, there's...
In regards to you, Miss Red.
Yeah, but Ange, there's things that probably you could take accountability for.
I have done though, Miss Red. You obviously haven't been on my lives. I have apologised for the things I've said in the past.
But it's nothing to do with me, Ange. You know, it's nothing to do with me. My problem is, right, Alex is my friend, right? I don't get involved in what goes on with you and he. Like Jay, we stay neutral. And this is the truth, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like when Alex pisses you off, you bring me into it because you know it annoys him.
And you know why? Yeah, and it does annoy him. You know why I do that, Miss Red? Because he comes for Lynn's. And Lynn's hasn't done anything to Alex. You know, she talks about him now because he came for her. He also said that anyone that comes into my life that's a parent, yeah, their kids should be taken off them, right?
And you just said, right,
One that supports me.
I've done nothing to you or Lynn's. I've done nothing to you or Lynn's.
Let me just finish. He said anyone that comes into my life, he's going to expose, he's going to out, right? So anyone that supports me, he's always coming for my supporters. And I know what hurts him the most, and that's yourself, Miss Red. But I didn't say what I said because of Alex. I just said about the group, you know, yourself, Pearl and EQ and things. I've just had enough. Take accountability for your actions also. You know, he's coming for me. He's coming for my supporters. So I'm like, well, should I come for your supporters then, Alex? He's getting upset because I'm coming for you, but he's come for all my supporters. Make it make sense.
Well, the thing is, we're in the box, Angie. So are we taking any notice to what anybody says, where we can go and where we can't? We're in your box. So that's
at the end of the day.
Well, I get that, but you know, I just know that, you know, he gets upset when I mention Miss Red.
So then you're using me as a pawn in your game with him. You are Ange, guys.
I'm not. He's come for all my supporters. But what I said about Miss Red is true. You've got a little group, a little clique there that you never mention on your FYP that have said probably the most.
And I don't talk about you and my FYP, so are you in our clique?
No, but Miss Red, you attack other people.
I don't attack. I give an opinion.
You've gone for M's. You've gone for Honourable Woman. You've gone for Alpha Bar. Listen, I don't know much about Alpha Bar. You've gone for many people that are not in your group, but your group.
No, that's not true.
Go for the people.
But Angie, none of us tell each other who to talk to. I talk to people Miss Red doesn't like. She talks to people I don't like. We don't tell each other what to do. That's the one thing we're comfortable with each other, speaking with anybody else. That's why I'm in your box. If Miss Red was controlling us and telling us who to talk to, then we wouldn't be here now.
Exactly.
The only reason Miss Red don't go for me and don't mention me on her platform because she knows that I'll go on for days about her.
No, that's not true, Angie. That is not true. I can talk for days and days and days. It's because I respect the fact that you and Alex have got this thing going on, not me and you. So why am I going to get involved in something?
You know, I just feel that sometimes your platform, like with EQ does at 4 p.m, she goes through the videos, okay? But she don't sit there for 3 hours talking about one person. You do. You know, you attacked Ems, right? And she's a vulnerable woman.
Oh, Ange, come on, piss off.
You've done the same to me, Miss Red. You've done the same to me.
How many people do you talk about on here, right? And the chat's going for hours and hours.
FYP.
But I do FYP. It's an FYP news, and then it turns into a debate on what we see on the FYP. So then people will come in and have their opinion.
Hail Miss Red, she gives us a voice.
Hail Miss Red.
Yeah, I'll talk about a situation.
No, when I went into your platform, you had the same people in Pearl, EQ, Alex.
Angie, can I say one thing?
The show, we come in at the end to have a quick chat with Miss Red because we're mates. That's the end.
The characters of the show, Pearl, let's have Pearl's Thought of the Day, Evil Queen comes in, you know, causes trouble, Jay comes in and makes everybody laugh. It's just part of my show, you know, my friends are part of it, and that's how it is.
Banter.
It's like Ems. I
the
had
end,
loads of beef with Ems, right? But now me and Ems has moved on, and so me and Ems can speak to each other, the same as me and you, Angie. We had loads of beef, now we can speak to each other. And that's how this app works. It's not about taking sides. And nobody should be told where they can go to, where they can't. But let everybody do their own thing. Has any of us said, right, we're going to raise a cult up and try and take your cult?
I have Lynn, sorry, I'm just replying to the comments. I have Lynn's in my live, but she does the debates with me.
Can I just say one thing on something Angie mentioned there about Miss Red's lives, when she only talks about other people and not about the people that support Miss Red, etc., Evil Queen and Pearl and stuff like that. But I've watched Miss Red's lives when she's had people in talking about Chelsea. She's had people in talking about Pearl. She's had people talking about DG.
Well, Angie starts debates and talks about them for the whole live. So she does 3 hour lives on a certain creator who's doing something like Bossman Carly, this person, the other person. I'm not saying she's done Bossman Carly.
Doing an awareness on something.
Yeah, exactly. And Miss Red's doing the same thing. People are coming in to give their opinions on what's been on the news.
Angie, you're not seeing the whole live. So how do you know that Miss Red hasn't spoke about Evil Queen and Pearl and stuff like that? Because I know for a fine fact that Miss Red has spoke about Chelsea and has spoke about Pearl. So it's not
Hi, Trini.
she just talks about certain people, because she spoke about everybody.
Hi, Trini, you okay?
I'm absolutely furious, to be honest. If I do something wrong, listen, I know I'm going to be spoke about on there, and I upset the whole app when I do something.
Shut up, you're always going on.
Yeah, but Miss Red defends you. Miss Red defends you, that's the issue.
On this app. Miss Red, you're a bore, an absolute bore. And do you know something?
Oh, get out.
You get
That's only fair she has her opinion, because other people were supporting her.
Hail Miss Red, protect Miss Red.
You were in a phone call yesterday.
Go on, Suze, tell her.
Threat towards Angie. What have you got to say about that?
Tell us.
Go and eat some haggis. Go and eat your haggis.
Haggis?
Eat your haggis and shut up.
It's only fair that she has a
towards Angie's life yesterday.
She's being rude, though. She's not giving her opinion. She's insulting Miss Red.
Go, Miss Red. Well, answer.
Trini, do you watch us?
Answer, Miss Red.
I don't have to answer Trini.
Yeah, Trini. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Did you not hear what I said?
Well, you've come in with a fucking stinking attitude.
With your name mentioned and death threats. Answer. Why?
What's she say?
She's talking Scottish, I don't know.
There was a phone call with your name mentioned to Angie yesterday with death threats. Okay,
Trini, I had death threats on Angie's platform, and it's never
just because her name's mentioned.
Pearl, but wait a minute, Pearl, that's a lie.
It doesn't matter if her name's mentioned.
No, wait a minute, Pearl, that's a lie. This is where now you're lying. Pearl.
Very, very, very deep water, Red.
But just because Miss Red's name was mentioned on the call, it doesn't matter. I could phone Angie now and say, Alex has said this, and he'd give me a number, and Alex wouldn't have.
Right, Ange, can you mute Trini a minute so I can reply to that?
Wait, one sec, Pearl, that death threat that you had, that was on your platform. And if you already bring up the receipts, I can do that right now.
It's on here. This is where I got the screenshots from what she was saying in here when you were come to in my live.
Are you talking about the
she still comes into your live now, and not that it's anything to do with me who comes into your live, but it was allowed to be said, it was never addressed, and then she still comes into your live.
Who are you talking about, Pearl?
Anything about that?
Pearl, who are you talking about?
Tina Daniels.
No, she said that on your live, Pearl. I've got the receipt. The burger bar, when she said about that, you know what? That was your live, Pearl. I will come with the receipts.
In your box too, Angie.
I
came into your box and she was in the comments still saying things like what and I said to you, if you remember, I said, there you go, Angie, she's still with the threats.
Pearl, did she not, can I actually say, did she not say that on your platform, on your live though?
She said it on mine, she said it on yours, and she's even come into Miss Red's and said things.
Yeah, well, I needed the receipts for that because I don't know.
Angie, this woman is basically saying because Miss Red's name was mentioned on a call, what does Miss Red have to say about it? But I could phone Miss Red now and say, blah, 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 I got your number off Jojo. So Jojo has to answer for it. Miss Red wasn't there.
I'm
She didn't make the call.
I've been a friend of Angie's for about 3 years, right? And I'm no clout chaser. But see, when I see bullies, I'm going to stand up.
But Miss Miss Red didn't make the
You're
call or
bullying me
tell
now,
anyone.
Trini. You've come near aggressive.
Miss
You're
Red had
bullying
nothing to
me.
do with that, and Angie said that.
Answer me. Answer
Angie,
me.
it's got
What was
nothing
your
to do with
name
Miss Red,
mentioned in
has
the
it? The
death
death threat.
Angie,
It's
do you know that call you got yesterday where I was mentioned in it? Do you believe I had anything to do with that?
Yes,
With
100%.
Mr.
I never
Alex's
listen.
dinner?
No,
If you had nothing to do with that, I would have said.
100%.
She said no, so shut up.
Alex, you're back. So you are
She said
100%
no. She
behind
doesn't
to do
believe
with
it's got anything to do with Miss Red. Now piss her.
Piss off.
No,
See
you piss her. You
Angie
haggard.
talked every single one of them. They're all
You
clout
piss
chasing
her.
and getting gifts for you.
Yeah,
Trini,
Angie
you're
doesn't believe it's got anything to do with Red.
Piss right off, man.
No one really mentioned you, Miss Red, apart from your group. That was all that was mentioned.
No,
So Trini,
my fellow haggis.
No,
so Trini's just said that obviously she's coming here screaming that I'm behind like death threats and stuff. And Angie's just said out of her mouth that she knows I'm nothing to do with it. So that's you coming in with that narrative, Trini. You're the bully right now, not me. You're the bully.
Up, you stupid looking woman.
She is the queen.
No, she is.
Pretty.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, grippy yourself.
You're not even in the UK, love, so stop commenting on UK business. You're not even in the UK.
Owns TikTok.
You're not even in the UK.
Bye-bye.
If you don't
Yeah,
like it, get
shut
off
up.
the up then.
Bye, Trini. Love you.
Hey, you know what I mean?
She came in to say Miss Red had some responsibility for a phone call. Angie said she doesn't.
Get another wee job because your singing's crap.
Bye,
She doesn't do it as a job, love.
Love you.
She doesn't do it as a job, love. And let's hear you sing, come on.
Never said she done it as a job.
Well, let's hear you sing then.
Another job.
Well, let's hear you sing then.
Sing, Trini.
Yeah.
We'll all do
Bye-bye.
while you sing.
We'll wait to hear you sing,
bullies.
bitch.
Bye-bye, bunch of bullies.
Bye,
piss
Trini.
off.
Bye. Have a lovely day.
Oh, I'll have a smashing day.
Ta-ra,
Oh,
Haxie,
they've got it all
see you
in the
later.
system. And
Get out.
Angie will be 100%.
Get out.
I like Trini. Listen, she's a friend of
And you'll
mine.
be protected. Every single one of you are going
Get out.
Bye, Trini.
I like Trini though. She listen. So that's only
Good, but she's just attacked us all.
Yeah,
That's
but
like
Miss
a
Red,
lighter.
you don't like people that have a different opinion to.
It's not an opinion, though.
She
She's
didn't
just
have an
coming
opinion.
here.
She asked you a question and said, do you believe that Miss Red had anything to do with the phone call? She said no. Trini was saying she did. So it wasn't anything to do with Miss Red, and you know it. And Trini was saying it was.
Anything. Listen, if she did, I would have said.
But that's what Trini was saying and accusing Miss Red of. That was a whole problem. There was nothing else.
Angie,
Hey,
please
Paula.
answer this truthful. And you, Miss Red, right? You're both here in the box, right? Come on. There's no hate between the both of you. Let's be real, is there?
I don't hate anybody.
Thank you. Angie?
I don't hate anybody. But listen, I was mad last night. I was fuming because
And you
know
don't get mad.
somebody was telling me I was doxing children. You know, I was mad. He's gone for all my supporters, okay? And I just attacked you, Miss Red, as in I'm sick and tired of your group. You know, where you attack other people, asking other people to take accountability for their actions. Take accountability for your actions, not you. I'm not talking about you personally, Miss Red.
Tell me what actions I'm supposed to take accountability for. What
I'm not talking about
actions?
you personally. I'm talking about your group. You know,
It's not my group though. Like, Alex is a friend. Like, if I speak to Alex, I'm asking Alex, how's your day? What you been up to? Not, oh, what are you plotting against Ange? Our friendship isn't like that, and this is what you ain't getting. I'm not ringing up Alex and saying, Alex, oh, what dirt you got today? I'm saying, Alex, how's your day been? Are you okay? And that is the fucking truth.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
How y'all doing? Good afternoon. I just want to say, yeah, I'm getting sick of people clout chasing off my name every day.
Well, get out then.
Every day, constant clout chasing off my name. I'm not even long awake, and people are in here clout chasing. I'm going to sort this out at 6 o'clock when I come back online. All right? Bye now, clout chasers.
Hi, Paula.
Hello. EQ. We eat other things apart from haggis in Scotland.
It was just against her, love. I had to get her, you see. She was being horrible. So, but I love Scotland. And my surname's Harwood. It's from the coat of arms in Scotland, love, yes.
There you go.
And another thing, Scotland is part of the EQ, the UK, unfortunately, but here we are.
I'll say anything. You know what I'm like.
I came on to Angie's live last night when it was all kicking off. Misread, I tried to say into your comments earlier on, I was watching your live. Angie never mentioned you. You were mentioned in a phone call, and that's how it came about, and it wasn't until Alex was in the box. I just wanted to say to you how you were this morning was, keep my fucking name out your mouth. You were really quite aggressive, and I understand you're quite passionate in what you say, but I think that you always come across with facts, and this morning you weren't hitting anybody with facts because obviously your name was not mentioned, as I say, from Angie's mouth. It was brought in.
It was mentioned, Paula. You're telling me that I didn't see something that I never seen when I seen it. And
but it wasn't Angie that brought you up, Misread. That's what I'm saying.
Angie did still speak about me, and also as well.
Yeah, after your name was spoken about, but not from Angie's mouth. That's what I was trying to say in the comments this morning.
I was sat watching it, Paula.
But Angie never mentioned you. It was brought into the
watching it, Paula. I was sat watching it. Are you telling me that I weren't watching it when I was sat here with my own eyes?
I don't know what you were doing, You can't listen. You can't patronise me that way.
I'm not patronising you. You're telling me that something weren't said when I heard it said.
Yeah, it wasn't said by Angie. It was brought into Angie's conversation, and Angie did mention you after that. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
So what are you saying? The fact that, I've had people in these boxes for months rip me apart, people like Wayne, Chippy and everybody else, and I've not said a word. You're telling me I'm not allowed to come on this morning and be fed up?
Right, I understand that you're fed up, but you're fed up at the wrong person. The person that brought your name up, you should be fed up with them. Angie only spoke about you after you had been spoken about. There's a difference.
So hang on
and then aggressively this morning you were going, keep my fucking name out your mouth, and you aimed at Angela, right? You aimed at Angie only. What about the person that brought your name into it, Misread? Why don't you go for them and get them to keep your name out their mouth?
But Angie's an adult and she chose to
the reason being is because Alex is your friend. It's like everybody says, you're biased, you've got a biased opinion in your lives because you've said it umpteen times. The words, I can't talk about that because they're my friend, seems to come out.
Angie's not my friend. Angie's not my friend, and I don't talk about Angie, so am I biased there?
But you do talk about Angie. I watch you all the time.
No, I don't. Angie, do I speak about you on my show, yes or no?
I don't watch you, Miss Wood.
Sorry?
I don't watch you, so I don't know.
You do watch me, Anne. You watch me all the time.
Occasionally,
I don't speak about you on my show. Never speak about you on my show.
You wouldn't talk badly about your friends, so why does that have to be the same on this app? I'm sure if somebody did something really serious like essay or R word or any of those things, they get brought up. But if it's somebody's personal life and minor details, like when she doesn't bring Mama Kaz and Papa Dean's relationship up, that she's friends with the person in real life, so she's not going to talk about a friend's relationship. But anything else is public, if you understand. So you would always do that in real life. So why is Miss Red being held account for that?
Here's another thing, right, I wanted to ask you.
Look, I haven't come in here to, be interrogated by anybody.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm just asking.
I'm not being interrogated, do you know what I mean?
I'm not interrogating you. I didn't mean to make you feel like that. I really don't, Misread, honestly, I don't. But what I don't understand is, right, and I said this to Jay last night, Jay's such a nice lassie, I've got a lot of time for Jay. And I was really sorry to see her so upset yesterday. But also, I was saying this to Angie, I'm a woman's woman, and the way I see Alex going on to Angie, it's totally unfair. Even though there has been a lot of tit for tat, but he won't give up, right? He won't give up, and then that gets Angie's back up, blah, blah, blah. See, the thing is, and I hate to bring this up, but put yourself in the position where somebody's going at you and going at you and going at you. EQ, you've been through it with Miss
but Alex doesn't make the FYP, so he's not going to be shown because nobody really knows anything about a personal beef between Angie and Alex. There's very selective people. I don't even really know the root cause and all that, but you know what I mean? There's only 5,000 people here now because of my audience, Pearl's audience, Miss Red's audience, which is all added up. So generally people don't know. And so if it's not,
you jumped on my back for a head.
Generally clips that are on the FYP have had thousands of likes.
They run the app.
But Alex and your beef doesn't get thousands of likes and shares or comments. It's just, so why would she talk about it?
So, but somebody might
popular FYP footage, popular, not people who've seen one thing or because she knows Alex. You know what I mean?
But somebody mithering at you and going at you and going at you.
Alex doesn't talk about
like,
Angie to misread behind the scenes.
Thank you for the love, guys.
But
misread and Alex's relationship is not talking about Angie.
About Angie. Alex goes
I have my EQ. I have my own viewers, man. Please don't make out that.
You had 1,000 when I came in, love.
I had 2K.
It doesn't matter whether she's got 1,000 or 100. We had 2K. What it's doing to Angie. That's the thing.
That was after I joined.
No, EQ. You joined.
I always look.
Number 1. Number 2. The only reason you
got 5,000 or
Number 3. The only reason it's viewers is because of the drama.
Yeah.
So, if Miss Red doesn't have a conversation about you behind the scenes, Angie, why is she responsible for what Alex does? She can't tell people who to beef with. Why is she responsible?
The same question I asked you last night. Like,
thank you.
You can see what Alex is doing to Angie. See if that was your daughter, Miss Red. Would you?
It's not for her to tell anybody. They're all adults, though, love. They're not kids. She can't tell people what to do.
That's fair
so
enough.
She
that's
goes
fair
to
enough.
Alex and says, "Alex, stop beefing with Angie," and he'll go, "No." And then what does she do? Because she doesn't have to make a comment on it. It's nothing to do with her.
And it's exactly that. I can't tell Alex what to do. Alex has been a good friend to me. I know Angie and Alex don't get on, but Alex has been a good friend to me. He's been a good support. And that's it. You know, we're friends. Whatever Alex
It's not
gets
your
up to,
beef.
yeah, whatever Alex gets up to on TikTok, it's between him and Angie. And this is why I didn't want to get involved. It's how Alex is with me that matters.
It was on the FYP.
Well, that's a really selfish attitude.
I saw on that
Alex has done absolutely nothing to me. But see, as a woman's woman, I would never put up with that, and I would never speak to a guy that treated another woman like that. But that's my loyalty, and that's my. As I say, I'm a woman to woman. I would never, ever.
I am too. You know, I do stand up, obviously, for women. Please don't say that. It's just that, you know, and Jane in a
clearly not, Miss Red, because when it comes to Angie,
yes, I do. You don't know me, Paula.
Well, clearly I do, because I watch you often, and it is. You've never once stood up for Angie.
Because it's not on the FYP.
Paula, please,
yes,
can I just say this? Sometimes she goes at Alex as well and has Angie's back.
No, Pearl, wait a minute. But wait a minute.
Off the phone, it's not on the app because they're friends.
Yeah, but Pearl, you're talking about the past now. Last night I did nothing wrong, and he came for me because you got caught. You got caught talking to PLM in the group. Stop protecting him. Why are you all protecting him?
I don't like him, but it's not Miss Red's problem.
I'm not protecting anybody.
Yeah, well, you are, because you're going on about PLM. I would never associate with anyone that talks to PLM. I was in PLM. But you got Alex, your friend, that was in PLM for an hour, having people in there saying they've doxed children.
Because he was saying he was in there over you. Because they're so
that over me, Pearl. I've got the recording.
Exactly. Have I come in here saying that to you, Angie? No, I haven't.
I've got the recordings of what happened in that clipper.
Listen, all anybody's ever going to know is you and Alex, between the two of you, know what is what on this app, right?
No, not just me and Alex, Pearl. The whole of TikTok that we're watching. Well, the whole of TikTok, my viewers that we're watching. I've done nothing wrong.
You and Alex are the only two people that will truly know what is going on with all of this in this box, in that box, right? None of us has had anything to say on either you or Alex. And you know for why? Because it's private. And yes, it's on the app, that little bit there, but that I never seen it. It wasn't for me to speak about. The bit I was told about, Angie, did I not come in and ask you last night? The same as I went to Alex's, and Alex kicked me out the box. So now,
let me tell you what happened, Pearl, right? He was on Klepper. I was live streaming it because I was bored, drama. So I live streamed it. That was it, okay? He's got Kat as his mod. They all said that Kat was in PLM doxing children. Why has he got her as a mod, okay? And he said, well, I've not been sent evidence. Every one of them in PLM said, we've shown you the evidence, Alex. Why have you still got her as a mod? Doesn't make sense, okay? Kat even admitted she's doxed children. He stayed in that box for an hour. Right, talking to PLM, he stayed in there. He didn't have to. He got angry. He got
He was
caught out.
arguing with Sausage and Scottish Johnny. He was arguing with Sausage.
Scottish Johnny, Miss Fred was not in there at the time.
He was arguing with them.
Scottish Johnny was not in there at the beginning. Scottish Johnny joined towards the end.
Okay,
Alex isn't PLM and you're not PLM. You're not PLM, Alex isn't PLM.
Because he got caught out me live streaming on TikTok. Why is he talking with PLM and shit like that? He came for me and said that I was in PLM. I'm the worst of their lot and I've doxed children. So, of course, I was fuming.
Look,
That's all that
everybody
happened.
knows you're not PLM. You've put a resistance up towards PLM for so long. Alex isn't PLM, right? Alex was just in there arguing with that sausage and then the Scottish Johnny. Alex wasn't in there singing.
Can I ask you a question, Miss Red? Why was Alex having a conversation on the phone with Sausage?
But Miss Red can't answer.
I've got the evidence of that, Miss Red. You keep protecting him, Miss Red. I've got the
She's not
evidence.
I'm not protecting anybody. I'm just saying what I know.
But because he's your friend.
No. Okay, Ange. Why have you had ex-PLM members or PLM members?
I'm not. The reason I had that, and I can explain that right now, they threatened me. I had to get a hotel.
I know. I remember they threatened me too because I wouldn't stop being your friend. But I can categorically tell you now, Alex is not with PLM. You know, yes.
He might not be with them, Miss Red, but he talks to them.
So, but you have two Ange, Kendra.
No, there's a difference, Miss Red. Stop trying to twist it. I only spoke to Purple Echoes because he was making threats towards me. I asked him to stop. There's a difference.
Miss Red, how can you categorically say that Alex is not part of PLM when you've just said not 10 minutes ago that you hardly ever speak to Alex? The only conversation is how he's doing, blah, blah, blah. So how can you categorically say that he is not part of PLM? Like you've says to me, you don't live in his pocket 24/7. So how can you categorically say that he's definitely not?
Because I trust him. I trust his word. I trust him.
Can I say something here, right? And it came out of Angie's own mouth for Angie saying she was in PLM. She's told us she's not, so that's good enough for us. Alex has told us he's not.
No, the thing is, this is why I tell people not to trust the FYP edits, right? Because there's an edit. They were threatening me, and you can hear in that video, Paul, you're not a silly woman, right? Him saying, I will let you off and basically stop trolling me, stop getting the police and the ambulance to my house.
Listen, what I'm trying to say is we believe.
You were in the server. So I lied and said I was in it on a fake account. He said, what's your fake account? I said, what's the secret? It was a secret because I don't have a fake account. It was for him to to leave me alone. I reported him to the police.
Right, and the same goes for Alex. Then we believe in you're not in the PLM.
There was no edited videos. I watched it with my own eyes. The Klepper.
What you on about? I'm on about PLM. Come out of your mouth, Angie. You were in PLM. We believe in that you're not, but it's also come out of Alex's mouth that he's not in PLM. So we believe in him too. That's what Miss Red said.
He is friends with Purple, the PLM. I'm not. Who am I friends with, Pearl?
You've still got Johnny and all of them.
No, I don't. I blocked Johnny weeks ago when I found out what he was like. He told me a story. I believed him. I'm a little bit naive. I hold my hands up to that. When people said this is what he's about, I blocked him. I put my box last night to tell him so he could tell everyone. I not asked him to create troll accounts as Alex was saying. That's the only reason I have him in my box.
So if you were that against Johnny and have nothing to do with them, why still would you put Johnny in your box?
I just told you the reason, Pearl. I told you the reason because
the same goes.
No, it's not, Pearl. The reason I put him in my box was because Alex was going with I've doxed children. I'm part of PLM, right? Johnny was the only person that told everybody that I'm not in PLM. He was the one that cleared my name as Tony Official.
So how
cleared my name?
Got your number then?
I don't know. This is what I was asking everybody last night. My number is doxed everywhere on TikTok, just like my address.
Angie, what about Frosty?
What about Frosty? He's been blocked many times. He's got about 1,000 accounts.
I just want to tell the audience, because they're all asking what PLM is. It's Pedo Lives Matter. So it's a group to say that pedos lives matter. It's very disgusting.
No, EQ is a troll group, right?
It's a very disgusting. It's a very disgusting thing. Pedophile Lives Matters. That's what it stands for.
Oh, they should
It's disgusting. Nobody should be in it or even talking in it.
No, listen, PLM is a big troll group, right? But they have exposed peddlers for being in that group, okay? Yes, they say disgusting things about children. They have doxed children. And in my opinion, that's the same as, probably on the same lines as a peddler. Because if you're talking about doxing children, it's weird.
Yeah.
Can I just say, and I'll drop, I know it's going back a little bit. I requested when that lady was shouting at Miss Red. I'm a nobody on this app. I don't really.
You are somebody, darling.
Not really. I've been in Miss Red's live a couple times just to say a piece on something, but I also watch Angie. That's the reason why I'm in here. I'm not here because of EQ, even though I watch EQ or Misread or Pearl. First of all, I just think it's really sad because you all used to be friends. And it's a shame that you can't all just put it behind you and move on. I just wanted to say that in defense of Misread, I am not a part of anybody's group or anything. I watch everyone. And I just wanted to put a different perspective on Misread's show that people might not understand. Like your debates, Ange, I like going in there for those talks because before Misread, I never spoke in a box. I've got high anxiety. I have loads of different disabilities and I'm just stuck at home, sometimes feeling like I'm trapped in my own body. And on Misread's platform, I was given a voice and people listen like you are now. And I really do appreciate you letting me in without knowing who I am. But that's the different perspective that I have on Misread's live.